Anyways, the gang meets up with the king, and then the devil comes in and holds the king hostage until morning, because that's when the contract goes into effect.
In the morning, the crown will be mine.
And I just gotta say, for a villain, he is very serious about following the laws and rules of the legal system. He's just waiting until morning for his contract to go into effect so he can be evil. That's like if the Joker was like, I don't know, a guy who didn't do crimes. I don't know where I was going with that. So it happened. The evil cheesemaker is now king.
From now on, I'll be your king.
And he locks up the gang in a separate dungeon. Not the cheese dungeon, this is a separate dungeon from the cheese dungeon. And for some reason, as king, his first thing he does is take a nap.
If anyone comes looking for me, I'm resting.
He's so passionate about his plans to take over, kill all the cheesemakers, rule the world. But he's like, you know what? I'm tired. And while he's sleeping, Susie crawls out of the bag that he kidnapped her in. I guess everybody forgot about Susie. And she's down in the dumps, and she gets a pep talk from like a ethereal goat, I guess. An apparition of goat, I suppose.
You can do anything you want. Remember whose daughter you are.
Is goat Susie's real mother? Is that what they were implying? She said, remember whose daughter you are. And then winked. Holy shit, Jemmy, what did you do? We gotta call Maury. Oh, well, never mind. Maury's usually to find the father. I guess it'd be pretty easy to find who the mother of a baby is. In the case of little Susie, you are the mother. I know, I gave birth to her. Maury, 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 Maury. Alright, so Susie comes up with a master plan to save the day. She grabs a rope that's attached to a big hot air balloon and runs like all around the castle. And there's this really great scene in the middle of this that I want to show you guys.
Look, a rope. You're funny. Come this way.
Okay.
Hey, look, there's a rope. A rope? That's funny. That's so funny. That's funny because no one ever says that there's a rope. A rope in the hallway? What is this, a game of Clue? Is Colonel Mustard there as well? Come on, a rope. Does this castle smell like cheese to you? All right, we're almost at the end of the movie. Holy shit. Susie ties this long, hilarious rope to the cheesemaker's toe and sets the balloon free. He's pulled through the whole castle, destroying everything in his way. The castle collapses, floats up into the air, then falls to his death.
Mommy, Daddy,
Johnny! Hooray!
Yay, families reunited, and Katie's got a red dress on now. She was wearing like a green one before, and then the castle collapsed, and now she's wearing a red one.
Red dress!
All right, so everyone's celebrating. They did it, and this ending is the exact same thing as the first movie. Like everybody thinks Susie is dead.
Where is Susie?
It's sad for a second as they grieve the death of their daughter, even though they're not even that sad. Their reactions to traumatic things in this movie are, it's like nothing happened at all. We got robbed, struck by lightning, whatever. Daughter's dead. But yeah, super quiet for a few seconds, and then you hear a voice in the distance, and it's Susie. She's alive.
Hello!
And it's the fucking same thing with Goat in the first movie. We all thought she was dead. Wow, she's alive. So everyone's reunited, they hug and kiss, big musical number, and the movie's done. Okay, I have a confession to make. Compared to the first one, this movie's actually pretty good. Obviously, first movie is iconic, but in terms of storytelling, I think Ghost Story with Cheese is just a little better. And also, apparently, I forgot to say this earlier, but the clock in Goat Story is apparently a real clock in Prague. So whenever we're allowed to travel again, we're all gonna go, all 2.5 million of us are gonna go to Prague, and we're gonna have a party at the clock. But what do we learn? What is the lesson this movie is teaching us? I think the moral of the story is steal from old ladies in the woods. So look out, grandmothers, this is your final one. Let's hear a word from today's sponsor, ExpressVPN. Listen up. When you're connected to an unencrypted network, you're sending countless right, before we get into the video, really quick, I've been seeing some comments from people saying that they don't know that I have a podcast, even though I plug it at the end of every single one of my videos, but I have a weekly podcast called Very Really Good. It's on Spotify and iTunes, and it's got its own YouTube channel. I film the podcast and stuff, so if you like podcasts, give mine a listen and stuff. Cool. Enjoy the video. It's called Fashion, dude. Look it up. All right, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's so good to see you again, dude. I hope you're doing well. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single one of my videos. So press that little subscribe button down there for an extra greeting. I wore this shirt for this video, but it's out of frame the whole time. But just know that that's what it says. Folks! Okay, it's that time of year again, dude.
Halloween.
Well, hopefully. This video is probably going to be late, but whatever. It's spooky time, okay? It's the scariest time of the year. Other than tax season, am I right? My original plan was to watch a really bad horror movie and kind of, you know, make fun of it. But in my last video, I ended up referencing the movie Baby Geniuses. I basically said in my last video that Baby Geniuses was basically a horror movie because it had talking babies. So obviously, it's the scariest thing of all time. And dude, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, I used to watch Baby Geniuses like all the time, like once a week. It was in my like heavy rotation of VHS tapes. I loved it, you know, because I was a kid. There were kids in the movie, so, you know, we were kind of vibing on that level. So I did what any person would do in my position. I bought the movie and watched it 2 times in a row. And then after that, I realized it was on Netflix the whole time. So that's cool. And guess what? My hypothesis was correct, okay? This movie is terrifying. Baby Geniuses is the scariest movie ever made, and I almost pooped my diaper several times watching it. So today we're gonna take a close look at Baby Geniuses to celebrate Halloween 2019. And if you don't think Baby Geniuses is a horror movie by the end of this video, you will think so, and that is a guarantee. So Baby Geniuses was released on March 12th, 1999, and it grossed over $36 million in the box office. Take that, Gooby. Here's a synopsis. Scientists hold talking, super intelligent babies captive, but things take a turn for the worse when a mix-up occurs between a baby genius and its twin. And with a whopping 2% on Rotten Tomatoes and reviews such as, one completely unwatchable piece of bottom-feeding dreck, you can feel your brain rotting as you watch this. And the movie is about as endearing as unanesthetized gum surgery. It's bound to be a good time. I hope I said that word correctly.
Unanesthetized.
Unanesthetized. Idiot! Alright, without further ado, let's watch Baby Geniuses. So the movie starts off at the super top secret facility where they keep these baby geniuses. And we find out that the main character, the main baby, has escaped.
Sylvester, he's escaped.
Yeah, his name is Sylvester. A baby named Sylvester is the main character of this film. We're 20 seconds in, and I already want to throw up. Sylvester? Dude, that's the ugliest baby name in the world, dude. You might as well name him like Chunky or Limpo or something. Sorry if there's anyone named Sylvester who watches my videos. I'm sure you're great, but... So there's this huge search to find Sylvester. They send like 100 dudes to find one baby. There he is.
That's our guy.
Okay, this next scene is where it starts to get really fucking creepy and terrifying. So a little backstory, I guess. This movie was made in 1999, and as we all know, special effects and CGI, they weren't that good yet. So the adult geniuses who made Baby Geniuses, they didn't want to worry about like directing children and making sure they were making the correct face or not, because contrary to the movie, babies are dumb as shit. So their idea was to just film the kids doing whatever, and then they're just gonna CGI the kids' heads onto the kids' bodies. So let's see what that looks like.
Stop him!
I guess for 1999 that's okay, but watching it now, I hate it so much. There's just something so creepy about a baby not moving like a baby that... Disgusting! I hate it a lot. Notice anything about that laugh there? That is the same laugh sound effect that they used, I don't know, 10 seconds ago? And they use it a lot in this movie, okay? So we're gonna keep a tally up on the screen somewhere to show how many times they use the exact same sound laugh effect through the whole movie. Because it's a lot, it's too much. Okay, so he's running and he gets caught by Christopher Lloyd. Oh yeah, Christopher Lloyd is in this movie. An actor that played one of the most iconic roles of all time. He's in Baby Geniuses. Hey, maybe that means his character is gonna be a good part of the movie and the movie's gonna be okay in the end? No. I bet he thinks I bet he wishes that he could go back in a DeLorean and not be in that movie, right? Probably. Okay, so Sylvester is a super baby genius who's really good at karate for some reason. I don't know.
Nearly blew us away with karate.
They never explain it, obviously. And just in case you're not a baby genius yourself and you have some questions, the movie explains everything to you, which is great.
2 years ago, twin brothers Sylvester and Whit were born to a specially selected surrogate mother. Director of Operations Dr. Elena Kinder then arranged for baby Whit to be adopted into the home of her niece and her niece's husband, Dr. Dan Bobbins.
Oh.
Baby Sly was placed in the Babyco hyperdevelopmental habitat to be raised under the guidance of the Kinder method. It is imperative for the integrity of this experiment that no one ever discover that Sly and Whit are twins.
Makes sense. So now we know they raise baby geniuses in a lab, and there are these two twins named Sly and Whit. Boo! Oh, boo! Can we not name the main characters after the trait that you want them to have? That's insane, dude. That doesn't happen in real life. I wasn't named handsome, hilarious, awesome, strong, tall, perfect. Also, this is nitpicky, but Sylvester is spelled like S-Y-L and then Vester, right? It's not S-L-Y. Why? With that logic, my nickname would be Crut.
Bits!
Hey, cut it out. So now we find out about the other villain, Dr. Kinder, and she's actually this lady's aunt, who is the mother of Whit. She's also the CEO of Babyco.
Founder and CEO of Babyco.
Which is a company that specializes in babies. You know, dude, that Shark Tank pitch must have been awesome. Hi, sharks. Baby. No. Bleh. Okay. Hey, baby. Shark? Yeah, alright. Yeah.
Now we at Babyco believe that babies have a language of their own, and we're dedicated to proving it.
So Babyco is a company that thinks that babies have a language of their own, and they also have the secrets to the universe. They also just love babies.
We love babies.
So they opened this cool, fun amusement park called Joy World, and this is where we see their mascot, and holy shit, scariest thing in the world. By far, dude. I don't know how I watched this movie when I was a kid, because watching it now, as a 25-year-old adult, I'm gonna have nightmares, dude.
She does a lot of good, you gotta admit that.
She's good at stealing your ideas, that's what she's good at.
Attention! Has anyone lost a baby? A very big baby? Ladies and gentlemen.
That looks like Poo Poo Boy from Chapter 2 of Baby's Good Day.
Baby Bunny came into this world just last week.
What the fuck?
What's your name,
little girl?
Aaron. My name is Aaron.
Oh, what a sweet name. Give Baby Bunting a big hug.
Why would you put that in a kid's film, dude? Why would you put that in a child's movie?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna wake up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night because of this fucking huge adult-sized baby, and whatever its fucking name is. What is his name?
Okay, Richard, give me Baby Bunting Bobo.
What did they say? Baby Bunting Bobo?
Give me Baby Bunting Bobo.
Give me Baby Bunting Bobo. I'm gonna put on subtitles because I don't know what they just said.
Give me Baby Bunting Bobo.
Baby Bunting vocals. So the mascot's name is Baby Bunting? Huh? That just sounds like something a deranged baseball player would do. He is sickening to look at. Not like that good term, like, oh my god, sickening. No, it's like I'm gonna throw up just looking at Baby Bunting, dude. Okay, so these two people, they're the adoptive parents of Whit, but they don't know that that he has a twin brother named Sylvester. And they also own this like cute little daycare center. Also, apparently the dad is like some genius when it comes to baby talk. So, and that baby co-lady like steals all of his ideas or some shit. It's so dumb, man. I hate this. Yo, bro, what's your major? I don't know. Can't you tell? Why are you talking like that? I'm majoring in baby talk. I'm at the top of my class. I don't like this. I didn't think you could major in that. You just shit your diaper? Yeah, it's my homework.
Give me the lug wrench. Wait, hurry up. Go! On the double!
So Whit throw a wrench at man balls, and it funny. Ha 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 ha. And we got another laugh. Let's put it up there.
This is a monkey wrench. Mama's helper number 1. You're fired. Get out of town.
And another one. Oh my fucking, that was like 5 seconds, dude. Put another fucking copy-paste laugh thing up there. Jesus Christ, man. Now, if you thought the plot before was really confusing, just you wait. I don't know what sound that was. This is where the plot just fucking throws all logic out the door. So here we go.
What we hear as incoherent noise may actually be a musical masterpiece. Listen to our computer's interpretation of Basil's playing.
That's remarkable.
Okay.
Well, but if that's the case, it's possible that what we hear as baby talk is actually conversation.
Okay.
After checking several hundred languages, we found out they are writing the ancient and forgotten language of cuneiform. Not only do these babies speak their own language, they understand all others.
Okay.
Every baby might know the secrets of the universe.
All right. Okay, so this is where I start having a really big issue with the plot because it just doesn't make sense straight up. So they study these baby geniuses to find out the secrets of the universe because babies are born with that knowledge. But as we go on through the movie, we find out that every baby is born with that knowledge, and they hold the secrets to the universe. So what's special about these babies? Why these babies? They're like, these are the special babies, but every baby knows it, and they know it too. So I don't know why these. It's so dumb. Also, I know this is a fictional movie, but you want me to believe that babies know everything about the universe? Okay. In that case, dude, we should all just rub peanut butter on our bodies and go, ah. Also, that's so creepy. Babies just like know everything about the universe and they speak in some old, archaic, forgotten language. They're demons. They're demons for sure.
Oh my god, he's gonna say his first words. Come on. He's so cute.
Okay, now it's time we get really scared again. This is when we see the babies talk to each other for the first time, and they use CGI for that as well. I read that when they were filming the movie, the babies just had like, their mouths were closed the whole time, and then they put a CG mouth like over it. So let's see what that looks like.
Enlighten me, my little Einstein.
What do you think? Should I enlighten her? She won't understand. She doesn't speak our language. But go ahead, have fun.
All right, that does it. Listen, Doc, if you're gonna talk out of your ass all the time, maybe you should wear a bow tie on your butt.
Bow tie on her butt? That's disgusting, Sylvester.
Ugh, man, sorry, I'm not over this. I hate it so much. I hate when they talk. Because you know when we talk, we have like different expressions and our eyebrows move and we have all these facial muscles that do things in accordance with what we're saying, right? To like show emotions. But the babies, it's just their mouths moving. That's it. I'm gonna do the rest of the video like that, with just my mouth moving and nothing else moving at all. Just kidding. I want you guys to watch this whole video, so I won't do that. Okay, so back at the daycare now, and another fucking copy-paste laugh. They couldn't have just gotten one more laugh. They couldn't have got a kid to laugh one more time to switch it up, huh? They made a funny face at one kid, and it went... And they were like, good, cut, print, it's good, let's use it for the whole movie and piss Curtis off. Okay, so now we meet this weird secondary character named Dickie. He works at the daycare, but his whole character arc is him dressing up in different ways so he can get fired because he doesn't like his job. That's his whole arc. That's all you need to know about him. But if I'm being honest, Dickie walked so E-Boys could run, okay? He is the original E-Boy, I think. Dick E-Boy. Dickie Boy. That's his name now. I'm gonna call him Dickie Boy.
Wrap him up. He could use that pink one he's got on his head.
Okay, and another fucking laugh. Jesus Christ. Okay, so in this next scene, the dad somehow understands something that Whit says because he's an expert in baby talk.
By a factor of 4 at least.
He just said clear as a bell, by a factor of 4 at least.
And Whit and his sister freak out because then he might find out about the secrets of the universe, right?
He's gonna want us to explain the secrets of the universe.
Holy shit, man, this movie. Okay.
I've decided the first time I speak, I'm just gonna quote the Gettysburg Address, flat out.
Okay, now back at the lab, Sylvester is trying to escape again. Spoiler alert, he does, but this scene, when he's about to escape, is my favorite, dude. It is so amazing. Why do you ask? Let me tell you. So they do a lot of close-up shots of Sylvester's hands, but I notice when I watch it that the hands are moving like really precisely and quickly, ways that babies' hands don't move, right? Because babies are dumb and they can't grab stuff because they're still trying to figure out how to be a person, right? So when you look really close at the hands, they have like wrinkles and stuff. And the fingernails are like dirty and they're weathered hands. So it's an adult pretending to be a baby, and it's so funny to me to think that they just put out a casting call for really tiny hands. Huh. Casting call? Looking for people with little tiny baby hands. It's my big break. So Sylvester and his wrinkly little hands escape the lab. Then he gets kidnapped by a homeless man, and then he beats the shit out of a homeless man. Yep, that's a thing that happens. And, of course, he says what we all say after we just beat up someone.
Come back when you're ready to play in the bigs. I gotta get a disguise.
Okay, so then Sly, he fucking hops in another baby stroller, and this right here might be my least favorite scene in any movie of all time, dude. It must be, it might be worse than the Christian Mingle sushi scene. I know it's a bold statement, but just wait.
Hey, babe, where are we going? Since I can't walk, I guess we're going wherever my mother's going.
Look, I got a problem. Take off your clothes.
Okay, Slick. But at least you could take me to dinner first.
Who designed this dress? Larry, Moe, and Curly?
Call me.
Okay, no. Oh. Okay, let's try to put that out of our fucking heads. Sylvester stays the overnight in this Macy's, and there's a fun little montage of him trying on a bunch of clothes. Okay, I take back what I said before about the stroller scene being the worst. That's the worst, dude. Dude, that must have taken so long for them to do those effects. And for what? For me to hold back vomit? Congrats, guys. They should have just told the actual kid to just dance. That would have been funny, probably. At the very least, it would have been adorable, right? But no, they had to hire some, like, I guess shorter person, put a green sock over their fucking head and be like, dance, dance, we're gonna put a baby head on you. Just dance, it'll be good. What the fuck, man? Okay, so the next day, Whit and his mom, they go to the mall, the same mall that Sylvester's at. Another fucking laugh, dude. Oh my god. Don't do another one. Stop! They go to the same jungle gym, and big surprise, the bad people kidnap the wrong kid. If I had a dime, right? Well, okay, well, not if I had a dime for every time I kidnapped the wrong kid. I mean, if I had a dime for every time I saw that in a movie, like someone got the wrong twin. I don't steal babies from jungle gyms. Okay, after all this, Whit gets kidnapped and he just watches his brother get kidnapped in broad daylight by those creepy men. The little asshole, he didn't do a fucking thing about it. So he goes home with Whit's mom and he starts swinging on a rope and then he does back handsprings. Because, you know, he's a genius, and that's what geniuses do. So he spends a day at home, but the sister sees right through him, okay? But fucking Sylvester is such an asshole to her, dude.
You fool my mom and dad, but you don't fool me. What do you mean? You're not my brother. Don't be dumb. Jerk. She's gonna be trouble.
Sorry for getting so mad at a fictional baby, but dude, Sylvester is violent. He has one laugh, he let his brother get kidnapped, and he's not even gonna try to save him or anything? Dude, he's so unlikable. He is the Gooby of babies. Sorry for the second Gooby reference already in this video, but that's the movie I compare every other movie to now.
Guys, who?
Fuck you, Sylvester. And to think I was gonna make a Sylvester I hardly know her joke. You're not even worth it, dude, you little brat. So back at the baby lab, they realize that they have Whit instead of Sylvester. So, but they're like happy about it for some reason because now they can like compare studies and shit.
I feel funny. What's wrong? She's crossing over.
Oh yeah, holy shit. Sorry, I forgot. This movie has so many insane plot points that I just almost forgot about this. But when you turn 2, you do this thing called crossing over. You forget all the secrets of the universe and you just become a regular person. And it's a very weird part to this movie, and the kids treat it like the other kids are dying.
Don't worry, this is the way it's supposed to be. You'll all cross over soon. Bye. Don't go, Teddy.
My God, look at that.
Like I said, this is a horror movie. Don't go, miss you. She's crossing over, miss you. Okay, let's move it along. Okay, so Sylvester tells the other kids at the daycare what's going on with Baby Co. At the same time, Baby Co sends 2 people to kidnap Sylvester.
Heard about you and your karate.
But the little douchebag Sylvester sets up a Home Alone style trap for these guys.
Guess you expect me to step over this ski and then you'll jump on the end and then the end will jump up and hit me in the gonads and I'll scream and make a funny face and fall down the stairs. Is that right? Well, I think you've been seeing too many bad movies, pal.
Dude, are they saying that Home Alone is a bad movie? You are in no position to imply anything negative about the masterpiece that is Home Alone, okay? Fuck this movie, man. Man hurt balls, fall downstairs, very funny. I wonder if we're gonna hear another laugh. So the other guy tries to go kidnap him, but same thing happens to him, hurts his balls, fall downstairs, ha 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 ha. So they both leave. They both got hit in the balls once, and they leave. Marv got a nail through his foot, and Harry burnt his scalp off, and they still went after Kevin. You guys are fucking pussies. You can't talk shit about them. Dude, I'm heated. Okay, so we're getting closer to the end, okay? I promise. So now Sylvester and Whit use like their twin telepathy to like communicate with each other. That's a thing. That is a plot point in this movie. They never explain it before, they never explain it during or after. It's just a thing that happens. Baby Co is gonna take all the baby geniuses to some other facility far, far away, okay? So they hatch a little plan. So they hypnotize the sleeping plumber and inadvertently also hypnotize Dickie Boy, and they like control their minds now. I don't know, man. I feel like this video is going to be really long. I don't have time to figure out what the fuck is going on. So the hypnotized plumber drives them all to Baby Co. to save the baby geniuses. And back at the house, the sister tells the dad what's going on.
Connect with your inner child.
Because the dad can now fully understand baby talk. I don't know what the fuck's going on, and I don't have the time to even think about or try to figure it out. I'm just rolling with it, okay? I'm just somersaulting with it. I'm just somersaulting like a genius. So now we're at the final showdown, and all the babies use the amusement park robots to like fight back. So unfortunately, that means we have to see Baby Bunting again.
Come on, you can do it. Give me 5.
No.
Baby
wanna hug. Baby wanna
hug. No. Why put this in a movie? No.
Baby wanna hug.
Okay, dude. I fucking can't watch this, dude. Well, I mean, I guess I can't get too mad at Baby Bunting because that's exactly what I do when I come home to my girlfriend.
Baby wanna hug.
Get the baby! Right cross.
Oh my god.
Whoa, you the one, baby! Okay, alien. A little target practice.
What the fuck?
Blew his brains out.
Oh my god.
Ho, ho, it's your home. Merry Christmas.
And Happy New Year.
Another laugh. Dude, with a little bit of editing, I feel like I can make a Baby Bunting horror movie trailer, okay? I know I can, okay? So here's that. That's scary. Okay, let's keep going. We're almost done, I promise.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh. Okay, I'll give them that. That was cute. Okay, we're almost done. There's a rooftop showdown. Rooftop showdown. Rooftop showdown. Rooftop showdown. How many movies have ended with a fucking helicopter ladder? Helicopter? I hardly know her. We got one. All right. Okay, so dad fall down, hurt head, ouch, mom go save day, cops show up, mom punch lady. All the babies are safe now. End of the movie, right? No, of course not. Why would it be? So the brothers cross over together.
I'll see you on the other side.
And the movie ends with this very nice, wholesome line.
Honey, I think she's trying to tell you this is the way things are supposed to be.
Okay. No secrets of life.
You want to see the real secret of life? Take a look.
So sweet. End of the movie, right? Nope, not yet. The actual end of this movie is the most insane thing I have ever seen in my life. The last few minutes of the movie is a highlight reel of all the things that happened already in the movie with like slow emotional music behind it. I'm not joking. This is in the movie. What the fuck? Why?
I was lost in the woods.
Why? What? I watched the movie. We watched the movie. Why play that? I've seen it. I've seen all these things, man. Dude, that is such a dumb way to end something. Just show the things that we already saw, but like slower and with an emotional soundtrack, dude. Okay, so that's Baby Geniuses. When I sat down to watch it, I was like kind of excited. I was like, maybe I'll feel like nostalgic and it'll be like old times. No, dude, it was the opposite. I felt sad and disappointed and scared and uncomfortable. Every bad feeling you could have, I had it. Like, the plot is insane. The special effects are really off-putting and creepy. But I will say that this was actually the first movie they used CGI to like make it look like their lips were moving. That's the first time anyone's ever done that in a movie. So like, kudos to them for going for it, but like, yikes. Yeah, like the jokes weren't good or funny. The Sylvester wasn't likable from the beginning because, you know, his name is Sylvester. In conclusion, Baby Geniuses is a horror movie, and I will not be taking any comments or criticisms at this time. Thank you. And if you still disagree with me, take one more look at Baby Bunting and you tell me this is not a horror movie. Exactly, dude. So I think the one thing that I learned from this video is you gotta be safe out there. You never know if a homeless man is gonna kidnap you, or if a huge adult baby robot is gonna punch you into some bushes. But you also need to be safe online, which brings us to today's sponsor, ExpressVPN. If you've been watching my videos for a long time, you know all about ExpressVPN and how awesome they are. They've sponsored many of my videos in the past, and if you haven't given them a try yet, now's the perfect time, dude. I use ExpressVPN literally every day, whether I'm on my phone or my computer. I like knowing that my personal information is safe from those stinky little hackers. Especially when I'm like out in public at like a coffee shop getting some work done, and I'm connected to like public Wi-Fi. If I don't use a VPN when I'm connected to that Wi-Fi, it is very easy for them to steal my credit card info or my social media passwords. It's scary, dude. People are bad. But all it takes is a couple clicks and ExpressVPN encrypts your internet data so you can browse the internet without worrying. ExpressVPN has the fastest speeds. They have server locations in 94 countries, giving you plenty of options to choose from. There are apps for every device, it's easy to use, and it was rated the #1 VPN service by TechRadar. And the sweet little cherry on top of all of this is that ExpressVPN is less than $7 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you got no reason not to give it a go, my guy. And it also helps out me and my channel as well. So take back your internet privacy today and find out how you can get 3 months free on a 1-year subscription by clicking the link in my description or just going to expressvpn.com/CurtisTown. So thanks again, ExpressVPN, bars, for sponsoring another one of my videos. Thanks for supporting the channel. That movie really brought it out of me, dude. I've now seen this movie 4 times, and I'm probably gonna watch it another time when I'm editing, so can't wait. If you enjoyed the video, please press the like button. Means a lot. 1 like equals 1 pair of wrinkly baby hands. So that's pretty cool. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought. Let me know if you watched this movie when you were younger. Let me know what you think of it now. Let me know if you disagree, if you still like it for some reason. And yeah, let me know if you have any other movie recommendations for me to watch, because making these videos, as traumatizing as they are a lot of fun to make. So yeah, thank you. Also, don't forget to press the subscribe button because I make a video every single week and they're so much fun. And as soon as you press that subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Curtistown. It is the best place in the world to live. And I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. Yeah, check out the description for all the other things I do. My weekly podcast called Very Really Good. I've started filming those and putting them up on my on the podcast YouTube channel. So go check that out. Subscribe. My Instagram, my Twitter down there. The Curtistown merch you can grab some sweet merch and wear it and show that you're proud of where you're from. Also, I got a few shows coming up in the New York area, so links for those will be down there as well. All right, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you later. I gotta go, though. I gotta go kill Baby Bunting. Okay, bye. Kiwi, please be quiet. Filming a video. Kiwi, stop. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's really good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single one of my videos, so press that subscribe button. All right, folks, it's baby time. I'm a big fan of superhero movies, okay? I love superhero movies. I remember I saw the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire for my 8th birthday. Saw that in theaters. That was probably the best day of my life. Ever since then, I've been obsessed with superhero movies. I like the old Marvel movies, the new ones, even the bad superhero movies. They're still fun to watch, you know? I love them. But now, I don't know if I like superhero movies anymore, and that's all because of the movie that we're going to be talking about today, which is Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2. Emphasis on the colon because this movie is shit. It has 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, with reviews like, it was the worst movie I had ever sat through, and it is perhaps the most incompetent and least funny comic film ever made. Yep, the movie we all know and love, 1999's Baby Geniuses, got a sequel. And then another sequel. And then another sequel. And then one more sequel. But don't worry, we're only gonna be talking about Baby Geniuses 2 today, because honestly, after watching that, I don't think I'd be able to sit through another one, let alone three more. For those of you who don't know, I made a video about the first Baby Geniuses movie back in November. So if you want an in-depth look at that movie, you can watch that video. But if you don't feel like watching the whole video, I get it, it's all good. Luckily, you don't have to know what happened in the first Baby Geniuses movie. to understand the second one because I know exactly what happened in the first Baby Geniuses movie. I watched it like 6 times, okay? I know everything that happened in it. And even I don't understand the plot of the sequel. So you'll be fine. Regardless, I'll do a quick recap of all the important information, okay? So in the Baby Geniuses world, babies know all the secrets of the universe, and their baby talk is actually their own ancient language. But once they turn 3, they forget all the secrets of the universe and they just become like a regular person. So there was this whole thing where this evil corporation was trying to obtain the knowledge from these babies. There was a big fight scene, a giant robot baby that still haunts me to this day. And in the end, they stopped the bad guys. So I had like a few movies that I wanted to talk about and make videos about, but I feel like Super Babies was the perfect one to talk about right now because recently there's been a lot of like baby hatred on the internet. There's been a lot of baby hate for some reason, whether it's the Ice Age baby, the Jeff Bezos baby with a bunch of crap on its face, or the Mega baby. People really hate babies right now on like a deep level, which is really weird. When you think about like child stars, right? Like widely loved and respected, beloved child stars, they grow up to be like, you know, really sad and depressed and they have like a really tough time, you know? And that's when everyone loves them. When you're a baby and everyone hates you,
honey, you've got a big storm coming.
All I'm saying is when the Ice Age baby ice ages a little bit, just look out. But enough about those dumb, ugly, stupid pooper babies. Let's talk about some super babies. So the movie starts off at the daycare where the first movie took place, and the babies are crying, screaming, making nonsense noises, you know, baby stuff. So this is where we meet the daycare owners, Gene and Stan Bobbins. The daycare owners of the first movie, his name was Dan Bobbins, so his brother Stan runs the daycare now. And I'm sure that was a choice by the writers. I'm sure the regular actor wasn't just like,
nah, fuck that, I'm not doing a sequel.
So now we cut to the main babies communicating with each other. And I forgot how scary it is watching them talk to each other because their mouths don't move. They CG their mouths moving. So here's that.
What kind of milk you drinking? Baby who can perform superhuman feats, communicate to both babies and adults.
God, that shit activates my fight or flight, dude. Or fight and flight, dude. I'm gonna fight these babies and fly away. Okay, since these are the main characters, let's meet them. Okay, we got Archie. He's the main baby of the group. He's ambitious and he shits in his diaper. And then we got Finkelman. He's the smart one. And he also shits in his diaper. Then we got Alex. He's energetic and fun. And he also, you guessed it, shits in his diaper. And last but not least, we got Rosita. She's spunky and she doesn't take any shit. Except in her diaper. Or at least I think her name is Rosita. My girlfriend actually noticed this when I forced her to watch this movie. They call her Rosita throughout this whole movie.
Rosita?
The IMDb page says that's the character's name is Rosita, but then the credits says that her name is Haley. Who's that? Like, that's not just like some typo, you know? That name is really different from Rosita. I cannot get over that, dude. Like, imagine if you were watching the credits for John Wick, and then it just said Keanu Reeves as Two Gun Gary. And you're like, okay, hold on. Okay. Thought he was John. I just honestly think that like they just gave up halfway through making this movie, and you'll see that going forward, but let's move on. So Archie starts talking about this baby superhero that he heard about named Kahuna.
Sit back and let me tell you another story about the legendary Kahuna.
Then we cut to this flashback to 1962 when the superhero baby Kahuna saved a bunch of babies in Berlin. And if you've seen the first Baby Geniuses movie, this kid looks pretty familiar, right? That's because the triplets who play this main like superhero baby in this movie also played the main baby genius in the first movie. And I know what you're thinking. If the same actors are in the sequel, they must be playing the same character, right? The same actors returned for the sequel to play a different character. There's just so many weird aspects to this movie that it's like hard to just focus on the plot. I found it like interesting that the main character is actually played by triplets because I didn't actually notice. They all look like the same kid. Because, you know, triplets all look the same. Like, that makes sense though, right? They did that with the Sprouse twins when they filmed Big Daddy because, like, you know, a kid gets tired, you just fucking tag team swap them out, right? So it makes sense. But then when I went through the credits and saw that every baby was played by a pair of twins or like a set of triplets, and that's pretty weird. Like, that must have been a very strange set to be on, right? Like, imagine if you were like some craft services guy, like walking onto the set, you had no idea what the movie was or anything. All right, food's here, everybody.
Thank you, mister.
Oh, no problem, little guy.
Yeah, thank you so much, mister.
Whoa. Twins. Would you look at that? That's cool.
Thank you, mister. We're very hungry.
Oh, never mind. Triplets. Cool.
Thank you, mister. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Goo goo gaga. Thank you.
What kind of movie is this?
A really bad one.
So yeah, I had to order this DVD on Amazon because it's not on any streaming service anywhere. Like every streaming service is like, nah, fuck, we don't want that shit. The cover, first off, it says Family Edition on the top, which is odd, you know, because that just makes me think there's like an R-rated version of it somewhere out there, which I would actually really like to see. But the part that I don't like is at the bottom here, there's like these really weird looking babies. Like they don't look normal. Like they look like CG, just fake babies. And also, none of these babies are in the movie. And it says America's favorite talking babies are back. No, they're not. They're not in it. And all the other promotional photos that they used for this movie featured these babies. And they're not in the movie. But when I looked at it closely, this one baby, they took a screenshot from the first movie of the main baby and just put it on this baby. But what's weird about that is that baby is this baby. They're the same actor. You can't do that. Okay, let's get back into the plot. Sorry. So this is where we meet the movie's villain, Captain Kane, played by Academy Award winning actor and Angelina Jolie's father, Jon Voight. His character, big surprise, wants to take over the world, so he does all kinds of bad things.
And so he did all kinds of bad things. If you think the Kahuna was about to let Kane get away with that, think again.
Mini blowtorch! Mini blowtorch!
Take your mini blowtorch.
Who are you? His name's Kahuna, and I'm busting you kids out of here.
Damn, that's a smooth ass baby, dude. That's a smooth baby. Not like smooth, I don't know, but that kid got game is what I'm saying. Okay, so Kahuna saves all these babies, and now it's time for a big epic fight scene. And you're gonna hate it.
I told you, it's too late. Now it's over.
It's playtime. One potato, two potato, three potato, four, five potato, six potato, seven potato, more.
Yeah, if there's one thing I never want to see ever again, it's a jacked baby. I don't need that. Muscles shouldn't be on a baby. I'll say that. Not even if you like placed a muscle, like a shellfish, a muscle on top of a baby's head. Even that ain't okay, okay? No muscles on a baby. I'm just picturing like a baby putting like pre-workout powder into his fucking like mom's titty milk. Yeah, I gotta drink this protein to get my reps in. Yeah, I also don't know how to count, so you'll have to tell me how much weight I'm lifting. Also, I just shitted on the bench press. Sorry. That's a new character I'm working on called Strong Baby. His name is Jim. Okay, so yeah, Kahuna beats up all the bad guys and he wins again, he escapes, hooray. So now back in the daycare in present day, we find out that this guy named Biscayne
When you're in business with Biscayne Broadcasting, you've hit the big time.
is installing some sort of satellite network at the daycare to like use the babies as like test subjects.
Allowing a huge satellite network access to this facility and to utilize our kids as test marketing subjects. It's everything we stand against.
Doesn't really make any sense, but Stan wants the daycare to be the best in the world, so he's like, screw it, dude, let's do it. Let's get that satellite. It's gonna be satellite.
Bobbin's World will be the McDonald's of daycare.
And you're not gonna believe who this Biscayne guy is.
Tell them to get away.
Not now.
Mr. Biscayne?
Biscayne is Captain Kane from the 60s. 40 years later, he still has hatred for babies. Respect. So we cut back to inside the daycare, and this is where we meet another main character. Her name is Kylie. She like helps out the daycare and like reads the baby's stories and stuff. So now Biscayne is at the daycare. He's giving some speech about his satellite network, and this part pisses me off so much. Archie is like watching Biscayne give this speech, and then he says this.
That's Captain Kane from Berlin.
How would he know that? Hey, straight up, how the fuck would he know that? Like, he told this urban legend about Kahuna saving a bunch of babies in Berlin. He doesn't know what this Kane guy looks like, right? Unless when he was telling the story, he was like, okay, so Captain Kane, he's the bad guy. He looks exactly like Jon Voight, and he is Jon Voight. So if you see Jon Voight, that's Kane. Look, I know this baby is a genius, but there's literally no way he could know what Kane looks like. Wow. It's a plot hole in one. So Archie brings all the babies into some office to do a Google search on Biscayne, Google Gaga search, if you will. And while this is going on, Biscayne's henchmen catch the babies in the office, and then they start interrogating Archie.
Tell us what you know, little man.
Which is just fucking insane to do. Tell me what you know, baby! And if you thought it was weird that two grown men are interrogating a baby, oh my god, the scene gets so much weirder.
He knows something.
Hey, Hawkface. It's him! It's the Kahuna! I knew he'd come!
Jesus Christ. That, and no hyperbole, is the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. If I was one of those henchmen and I saw that, dude, if I saw a baby crawling on the ceiling, oh my god, I'd go to the closest volcano and just fucking throw myself in, dude. I'm done. Can't they just make one movie that isn't just fucking terrifying, right? The first movie had the huge baby robot, and now this one has a fucking demon ceiling baby. Great, thanks. And now Kylie is taking the kids for a walk, and on their way out, Biscayne's men, they end up dropping a super secret CD into the baby's bag. So while Kylie is walking the babies around, some of Biscayne's men are like following them, trying to get the CD back, because it's very important.
We gotta get out of here. Hold on, kids.
If that was real, those kids would have been fucking launched out of that stroller, dude. I wish they could have shown a different camera angle. It'd be like that video of the people in the boat like falling over, but it'd be babies in a stroller. So there's this big chase scene, and then they end up getting cornered in some like industrial factory thing.
What do you want?
And things are looking pretty scary, but then Kahuna shows up.
What's your step? Just my friend.
It's the Kahuna!
I love you!
Simp alert. We got a simp.
I love you!
Archie's a simp, dude. But anyways, he beats the shit out of those guys too, and then he escapes with the babies and Kylie. And I know what you're all thinking right now. You're like, hold on, if that baby was a baby in the 60s, how is he still a baby now? Don't worry, they give an explanation for that really soon. So this ageless, possessed demon ceiling baby drives the kids back to his headquarters, and this is also where we find out where the movie's budget went, because oh my god, look at that set. We got a bigger budget for this movie. Should we spend it on like better writers, better special effects or something? Nah. Cave with boat and water slide, please. Good idea. So all the babies are like walking around exploring this awesome cave headquarters type thing, and they end up stepping into this thing called the Imagination Station. And this imagination station will turn them into the true versions of themselves, okay? And I know nothing I'm saying makes sense. Just roll with it. Literally nothing I say from now on is going to make sense. So the babies step into this imagination station and they get turned into their superhero versions of themselves. There's Brain Boy, Baby Courageous, Cupid Girl, and Bounce Boy. So when I first watched this movie, I was like, okay, cool. So these babies are superheroes now. It's gonna be like the Avengers with babies. That'd actually be kind of cool. But obviously, that's not what happened.
This thing's busted. Or maybe the machine's just seeing the real you. Think about it. All right, I'll change it back.
Easiest kid to persuade ever. It's not busted. This is the true version of yourself. Think about it. Okay, fine. I'll change it back. Jeez, just please don't be mad at me. I haven't had human interaction in like 40 years. Now we cut to Kylie. She's sitting at the bar and she's getting pissed off at everybody and everything.
Beat it. Shut up.
And this is when we meet another main character, Zach. And it's that guy. You know, that actor from Shameless. That's great. We got a love interest now. Yeehaw. And of course his fucking name is Zach, dude. Look at him. That's the most Zach I've ever seen, man.
I'm Zach.
If you got that haircut, you're Zach. Sorry. Your name could be Lyle, bro. If your name is Lyle, and if you walk into a barbershop and you're like, hey, short and spiky, you're walking out of that barbershop as Zach, dude. Look at your driver's license. It just says Zach now if you have that haircut. Okay, back to the movie.
Wow, he really is a super baby.
Super Kahuna. Have a little respect. The man is over 7 years old.
Okay, so there we go. Kahuna is actually over 70 years old. So at the very least, he was like 30 during that whole Berlin thing. So why did he wink at that little girl if he was actually 30?
What are you doing here today?
Name's Kahuna, and I'm busting you kids.
Kahuna, you're canceled. Sorry. Hashtag Kahuna is over party. And you know what? I'm not gonna finish the video until I get an apology from Kahuna himself, okay?
I'm sorry, Curtis.
Thank you. All right. So it turns out Kahuna is like some like worldwide like superhero. So they head up to their command center to like check in with the elite people of the world. And when I say elite people, I obviously mean Whoopi Goldberg and the boy band O-Town.
Mr. K to the rescue.
That was great.
That's right. We have the president online.
Bye. Oh my gosh. Can you hold for a moment, Mr. President?
I forgot about that. Oh no. So I guess the three most important people in the world, Whoopi Goldberg, O-Town, George W. Bush, in that order.
What is Kylie thinking, taking the children out for so long?
So Kahuna devises a plan to like explain to the owners where the babies went.
I'm Captain Baker of the San Diego Police Department. We have your niece, your son,
And 3 other babies here.
Yeah, we're going to put them up in a hotel for the night, under police protection, of course, and we'll get nannies to look after the kid. We'll watch them like a hawk.
What? Yeah, that's a normal thing that happens. Don't worry about your kids. We'll put them up in a hotel and pay for it and watch them for the night. Because we're the police, and that's what the police do. Your kids are gonna be fine, okay? Except for Bounce Boy here. We're gonna arrest him for doing nothing at all. Because we're the police, and that's what we do. Okay, so this next part is actually like pretty pivotal to the story. So Zach tells Kylie that he was an orphan, but Kahuna like rescued him and raised him.
Well, he found me in a Russian orphanage.
And that's like his dad, I guess, which is weird. You say you got daddy issues.
I'm Zach.
But now the part we've all been waiting for, Zach explains how Kahuna got his powers.
You see, Kahuna's father was a scientist. He dedicated his time to developing a kind of super vitamin formula, but he created something even more powerful, a sort of fountain of youth formula which actually stopped the aging process. Kahuna's father worried that the enemy would realize the true potential of his formula and use it for evil purposes. And he was right.
Yep. What's that up there? So in this flashback, it says 10 years go by and Kahuna has aged normally, which doesn't make sense because if he drank that anti-aging stuff, then he should still be a baby technically. Oh wow, another pop hole in one. So his big brother hates him now because he's strong.
Hey man, your brother gives everybody the creeps. He's a freak.
Then his father dies.
You may forever have the body of a child, you know, but you'll always have the heart of a hero.
So one drop of that goo made him a baby forever, but if he chugs a whole bottle of it, he can crawl on the ceiling. Cool.
Another one.
So Nick and Kylie kiss, it's wicked cool. Then they finally check out the CD, and then they realize Biscayne's master plan, it's to mind control all the babies and kids all around the world. So they kick it into high gear, and they head over to stop Biscayne when this happens. Pretty crazy, right? Kahuna just vanishes, and nobody saw where he went because there was a bright light, and everybody was blocking their eyes because it was so bright, except for Archie, who just didn't listen to the director at all, I guess. Ow, my eyes. This is so bright.
Hey kids, if you're watching this right now, things can't be good. Every child has power. All you have to do is believe.
We've got to work together as a team. What do you say?
Kahuna, 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 kahuna. Okay, so now we're at Kane's headquarters, and this is where the movie tries to like switch lanes to try to like portray some sort of like meaningful message. And that message is like, TV is bad, you shouldn't watch it.
Millions of couch potatoes will fill their mind with nothing.
I feel like they just wrote this whole movie and like halfway through Act 3 now they're like, oh fuck, this movie doesn't have a point. What should the moral of the story be? TV bad? Yeah. Anyways, they lock up Kahuna in this big weird like claw thing, but then he escapes like literally 2 minutes later because he's the fucking Kahuna. Meanwhile, Kylie is explaining everything that happened to the daycare owners, and then they head over to Kahuna's headquarters.
Holy.
My thoughts exactly. You guys spent the night here?
Mr. and Mrs. Bobbins?
Why does she think that's so funny?
You guys spent the night here?
That was dangerous. You shouldn't be laughing about that. You spent the night at some 70-year-old's mystery cave brimming with safety hazards? That's hilarious. Hey, can one of you kids hold this knife while I pour you all some shots? I'm a terrible person. Okay, so now they're gearing up for the big final fight. Biscayne and his men are on the way. So now the babies head into the imagination station to become their superhero selves. Why didn't they do this a fucking half hour ago? Dunno.
I am too many and too powerful. And as always, you are all alone.
Kahuna is not alone. Kahuna is not alone.
One of your little tricks. Who is this?
Ugh.
Woo! It's me. And me. And me. Me too.
So Kahuna like throws the disc and he controls it and makes it fly around the room for the entirety of the fight, while the super babies use their new power.
Gotcha. You can run, but you can't hide from Cupid Girl.
I love you, man.
They just start fucking each other. That was in the R-rated version. They had to cut it out for the family edition.
Can our brother get some water? Alex,
That disc belongs to me, girlie.
Who you calling girly, sister?
Get back to work.
The fight scene is over. They defeat all the henchmen, but Kane still ends up getting the CD into the satellite.
I did it! I did it! I did it!
But now it's time for the big twist.
You think I went to all this trouble just because Dad liked you best?
Dad?
What are you talking about?
Biscayne here is Ken, my brother.
So the whole reason Biscayne is the way he is, the reason he's a villain, is because he wanted to be the baby with superpowers.
I should have stayed young forever.
But they go to the satellite feed and they change the mind control message to like a good message or some shit. I don't know.
I can alter the mind control message, so instead of being robbed of their free will, we can just turn it around.
and crank up the free will.
Yeah, man, I don't know what the fuck they're saying at this part. This is like the last page of the script, I think. And the writers are just like, I don't know. Crank up the free will. Fuck.
Switch the mind control message to freedom control. They don't have to sit and watch TV all day.
And there it is. Yeah, they don't have to watch TV all day and rot their brains. Watching TV is bad. You shouldn't watch anything on your TV. Except this movie, except Super Babies. You should watch that. Watch that movie, please. And this next part is, God, it just gets so fucking stupid, man. Biscayne gets punched into the imagination station. He's like, oh, now I can become a superhero.
This is how they became the Super Cells. It's time for the real me.
So he presses a button and he's turned into a baby. So, and that's what he wanted. That's what Biscayne wanted. He wanted to be a baby.
No, I hate babies.
Once he gets turned into a baby, he's pissed off about it. I want to be a baby. Okay, you're a baby now. No, that's not what I wanted. But anyways, Kahuna leaves.
It's time for me to pack up and move on.
To go play chess in a park. I don't know, whatever fucking 70-year-olds do. And now we're at the last scene of the movie, okay? I promise. This is the last scene of the whole movie. They're back at the daycare, and Jean and Stan, they bring someone special to see Zach.
There's somebody here to see you.
And big surprise, it's his mom. But I'm not gonna edit this at all. Just watch this scene in its entirety because it's fucking insane.
Are you my mother? Mom, this is my friend, Kylie.
Hi.
Kylie, this is my mother.
The mom didn't even say yes to the question, are you my mom? She was just like,
are you my...
But instead of being like, oh my God, Mom, I can't believe it's you. I love you. It's so nice to meet you. He's like, hey, Mom, this is my friend, Kylie. Kylie, this is my mom. Okay, really quick. I'm editing right now. And dude, I didn't notice this before, but the mom looks like she's going in to make out with Zach. It's like in the last second, she's like, oh yeah, this is my son. I'm not supposed to smooch him. I just thought that was really funny. Okay, back to the video. I don't know why you would friend zone your girlfriend and then introduce her to someone you don't even know that it's your, I don't know, dude. I met my mom the day I was born, so I don't know what it's like, I guess. But that's just a very weird way to end the movie, you know?
Kahuna.
All right, fuck. That was Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2. When I finished watching the first Baby Geniuses movie, I was like, wow, that was bad. But when I finished watching this one, I was like pissed off, man. Like at least the first Baby Geniuses movie had a little bit of like originality and heart in it, you know? This one just seemed like a quick like cash grab and an unsuccessful one at that too. This movie's budget was $20 million and it made $9 million. So all that For what? I don't know if I'm gonna make a video about the other sequels. If I do, I'm just gonna do one video about all 3 of them, but I'll only do that if you guys want to see it. So comment below, let me know if I should do a part 3. But yeah, I guess moral of the whole story, moral of the whole movie is alright, well I hated that movie about those little dudes, so let's talk about some little dudes that I love. Raycon earbuds. That's right, today's sponsor is Raycon, so let's talk about them. I love listening to music when I'm working, and if I'm gonna have earbuds in my ears for an extended period of time, they better be comfortable. And that's where Raycon comes in. Raycon offers their wireless earbuds in a range of fun colors and patterns so you can get the perfect pair to fit your style. And unlike some of your other wireless options, Raycon earbuds are both stylish and discreet with no dangling wires or stems. And they're not just stylish, okay? I can say with confidence that Raycon earbuds are the most comfortable earbuds I've ever tried. The company was actually co-founded by Ray J, and celebrities like Snoop Dogg, Cardi B, and J.R. Smith are obsessed with Raycons. The compact carrying case can charge earbuds 4 times on a single charge, so you can just focus on the important stuff and stop worrying about if your earbuds are charged or not. Now I know what you're thinking, alright? Because I'm psychic. You're thinking, wow, Curtis, these Raycon earbuds sound amazing, but they must cost a fortune. Well, that's where you're wrong. Raycon earbuds start at about half the price of any other premium wireless earbuds on the market, and they sound just as amazing as other top audio brands you know. And now I like the sound of that. Raycons are great for working from home, working out, and listening to music and podcasts for hours, without driving your housemates crazy. Their everyday E25 earbuds are their best model yet, with 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, and a more compact design that gives you a nice, noise-isolating fit. And Raycon has hooked up the citizens of Curtistown with a great deal, okay? If you want to get 15% off your order, all you have to do is click the link in the description. It's that easy. And you'll also be supporting me and my channel, so it's a win-win. Win. Everyone wins. Alright, thank you so much to Raycon for sponsoring this video. Back to me. Alright, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press the like button, because 1 like equals 1 baby on the ceiling. Yeah, leave a comment if you want me to make a video about Baby Geniuses 3, 4, and 5. I don't want to, but I will if you want to see it, because I'm a man of the people. Yeah, if you want to subscribe, you can do that. No pressure, but it'd be pretty cool. You'd be one of the cool kids if you did. I'm kidding. But yeah, if you want to see other shit I do, you can check the description. Instagram, Twitter, my podcast, merch, Twitch, all that bullshit. All right, guys, I actually have to go, though. Sorry, I'm really thirsty, so I'm going to go butt chug some of that green juice. See ya. I've got diarrhea. Hey guys, I got new merch. Look at all of it. It looks so cool. It's all awesome. Great new clothes for the springtime, and it's available right now. So go to my website, folks. Okay, so this video was a long time coming. That's what she said. 3 years ago, I made a video about a movie called Baby Geniuses. A movie about every baby possessing the secrets of the universe, but they're unable to communicate with adults. And as soon as they hit age 2, their infinite knowledge goes away. It's cheesy and silly, but you know, at the end of the day, it's a pretty fun movie. I then found out that they made a sequel to Baby Geniuses called Super Babies, and that movie features a, you guessed it, super baby. So I made a video about that one about 2 years ago, and dude, whatever small amount of charm and originality the first film made was completely washed away in the sequel.
I told you, it's too late!
And once I uploaded that Super Babies video, I feel like I needed 2 years to physically and mentally prepare myself to finish the Baby Geniuses saga on my channel. Because we're not done! God no, not even close. They not only made a 3rd Baby Geniuses movie, but they made a 4th. And also a 5th one. And I watched all of them in a row. That is 4 hours of Baby Geniuses movies. And instead of making a separate video for each Baby Geniuses movie, I thought I would practice what the Baby Geniuses franchise could not. Restraint. That's right, we're gonna cover the final 3 Baby Geniuses movies in this one video. So grab some baby food and a big fucking mug full of breast milk and get ready to learn about the most insane 3-movie run of all time. The The third Baby Geniuses movie came out in 2013, and it is called Baby Geniuses and the Mystery of the Crown Jewels. This is obviously a jump forward in time from Super Babies, the second movie, because in the previous movies, they were geniuses, but they were still babies. They did baby stuff, you know, like they hung out at a daycare, they shit their pants. But this movie has accelerated the story so much that the Baby Geniuses are now like a secret spy team that fucking travels the world and solves crime. This particular movie follows the ragtag team of baby geniuses trying to track down who stole the Queen's crown jewels. I wonder who did it. Couldn't have been that baby who was laughing maniacally and also holding the fucking crown jewels in his hands. So the baby geniuses are tasked with this job because I guess nobody else wants to do it. And also the CIA tells them that if they don't get the crown jewels back in time for the Queen's coronation, then the Baby Geniuses crime-fighting organization will get shut down.
We need results in 30 days or your organization doesn't exist.
Also, it's so crazy to watch this movie because in the first two movies, adults didn't know that babies had the secrets of the universe. But now in this world, it's like a widely known fact.
Babies possess the knowledge of the universe.
So it's crazy to have the understanding that babies possess the knowledge of the universe, and this is all they're using them for, just to get some jewelry back. If they have all the knowledge of the universe, couldn't babies, like, bring us to, like, salvation? Couldn't these baby geniuses, like, turn our civilization into, like, a utopia? These babies should be, like, godly, angelic beings to them. They should be worshipping these babies, right? Fucking biblically accurate babies. That's what they should look like.
Baby not afraid.
So let's meet the characters. We've got Kylie, who some of you will remember as the babysitter from Super Babies. She works with the babies now and goes on these missions to help solve crimes, which is great. You know, we love to see a girl boss winning. We've got Holden, the CIA liaison sent to monitor the Baby Geniuses team. And we've got Skip, the team leader. Speaking of Skip, I wish I could skip all of these movies. And then we've got Jordan, the high-tech whiz. I wish I could skip all of these movies. And then we've got Alfred, the master of disguise. Wish I could disguise myself as a guy who could skip all of these movies. And last but not least, we've got Gabby, the fashion expert. I wish I could fashion a way to expertly skip these movies. Oh yeah, I did it. Oh yeah, sorry, shit. We have Bob Bobbins and his wife, and they run the daycare, and they're also Skip's parents. Speaking of Skip, I wish I could skip all of these movies. Also, it's always so funny in these movies where it's like, you know, all these kids will have different jobs, you know, they're like really talented at a certain thing. And then one of the members is a fucking fashion expert. The fuck? Is that a necessary job? Are there fashion experts at the CIA? It's extremely important to serve justice. But it's even more important to serve. So they're getting briefed on their big mission from Baby Agent Bureau of International Espionage and Safety, or baby. And yo, look, it's holy shit, dude! It's a biblically accurate baby. It's real. This is also where the movie drops a pretty big lore bomb on us. In this movie, they say that if you're a member of the Bobbins family, then you have the ability to understand what babies are saying. But that was not the case in the first two films. There were Bobbins in the movies, but they couldn't understand what the fucking kids were saying.
Can't really be talking to each other.
Yes, really. But when it comes to an adult, only a Bobbins can understand baby talk. I guess the Bobbins have never really grown up.
Okay. Yeah, they just never grew up. They still shit in diapers and cry on planes. It's annoying. So they send the babies to London to search for clues at the scene of the crime. How do they get there, you ask? By a teleportation device that they clearly have not used before.
It worked. It actually worked. It worked.
Worst parents of all time. It worked. Holy shit, I thought we just killed our kids over some jewelry. God. Dang, dang it. So the babies accidentally get teleported into a taxi cab in London, and the taxi driver is played by Oscar-winning actor and Angelina Jolie's father, John Voight. If you remember, he played Biscayne in Super Babies, but he plays a different character in these movies, I think. I don't know. I actually don't know if he's the same guy, and it's fucking annoying.
Maybe William and Katie's in the window there.
Do you know who lives there?
The Queen.
Awkward. Yeah. I'll take famous old people who died recently for 1,000.
Unfortunately, we need to break for just a moment for these words, but we'll come right back, I promise.
Wait, who the fuck is this guy hosting Jeff? Oh, yeah. Okay, so these movies do this really weird thing when the babies go to a new location. They do this weird montage of them like smiling and dancing and laughing in front of a green screen, obviously. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? That's my thing. Honestly, I really don't know why they do it.
I can't believe I'm here.
The budget clearly took a big hit after the second movie didn't perform very well. But the babies get to the crime scene and they start looking for clues, which has got to be some sort of violation.
Being a spy is cool.
I don't care how genius these babies are. Get them off the floor. This is a crime scene, okay?
This is fun.
And also, I'm not exaggerating when I say this, but these scenes are most of the movies. And yes, I said movies. They find a bunch of clues like a half-eaten hamburger, a footprint, and a hat. And only the babies were able to find these things. The adults couldn't find these things at the crime scene, which is very troubling. I don't think the babies are geniuses. I think the adults are just fucking idiots, and they're geniuses by comparison. That's what these movies should have been called. Baby geniuses by comparison. So they come to the conclusion that the person who stole the crown jewels is this evil baby named Big Baby, whose dad owns a burger chain.
And that's his son, Beauregard Baby Jr. We also call him Big Baby.
Big baby. A criminal baby.
I literally have no idea how they arrived at this conclusion, but here we are. So this little kid is like the main bad guy of the movies. His name is Big Baby, and his big plan is... It's like, yeah, I don't know. I watched all of these movies. I watched 4 hours of these movies, and I still don't know what this baby wanted to do. But this isn't your regular everyday baby genius, okay? No. Because this little baby, he can hypnotize.
You would do everything I say.
And that's not genius behavior. That's like wizard behavior, right? Up to my wizard behavior. No, that's literally wizard behavior, dude. I don't think the writers of this movie knows what a genius is. They're not people who fucking have like superpowers and they can hypnotize people, right? Honestly, if you're dumb enough to get fucking hypnotized, you deserve it. You deserve whatever happens to you, okay? Also, what would a baby even hypnotize you to do? You will literally let me watch Coco Melon on my iPad until my eyes bleed. So they have a big showdown with Big Baby at the Burger Place HQ, and he's just hanging there in a fucking diaper.
Cool outfit.
And dude, this is honestly the most intimidating thing I have ever seen anybody do. Dude, no, I'm not joking here. If you imagine showing up to meet your enemy and they're just chilling there in a fucking diaper. I'd be fucking terrified, dude. I'd be asking him if he had any extras because I'd be shitting myself. Show up to your next job interview in just a diaper. You got the job. Dress for the job you want, not the job you have. So they end up retrieving the Queen's necklace back from Big Baby. Bob gives Holden a baby talk translator. Translator I hardly know.
I built a baby translator for you.
Which totally defeats the purpose of this entire fucking movie series. Because now the babies are just adults, basically. They're just smart adults wearing diapers. And also, dude, if you invented a baby talk translator and the babies hold the secrets of the universe, give one of those to everybody. What the fuck? Everyone should have one of those. You know what I mean? Actually, no, that might be fucked up. Imagine like a pregnant person wearing one of those in like the 3rd trimester. Get me out of here! There's hardly any womb! Okay, so now the babies go to France. We get some more taxi cab, montage, crime scene investigation scenes, because that's literally all these movies are. But it isn't a spy movie without an awesome fight scene. Oh wait, sorry, did I say awesome fight scene? Sorry, I meant fight scene.
Good job.
You know what, this is what pisses me off the most about these baby geniuses movies. Whenever the babies fight, they have adult level strength. Geniuses aren't like fucking superheroes. Most geniuses, when I think of a genius, they're not strong, right? Albert Einstein? Pussy. You could fuck that guy up. Stephen Hawking, dude? Come on. It's just frustrating, you know? I wish one of these fight scenes were realistic. Listen, if you want to get those crown jewels, first, you gotta go through me. And let me tell you right now, that's not gonna be easy. For I am a baby G. Whoa. Did you just punch that baby? He was coming right for me. I had to defend myself. Hey, he's waking up. Get him. Oh, that was a close one. Okay, so the rest of the movie is pretty insane. So there's yet another taxi cab montage crime scene investigation, but this time they're in Italy because somebody stole the Prime Minister's pizza.
Italy needs your help.
What's wrong?
The pizza that tutti pizza, not has been stolen.
Fucking, the writers really popped off here, man. What is like a priceless, irreplaceable item that Big Baby could steal in Italy? Something that there's like, you can't make another one of. a pizza. Like, what the fuck? There's no issue here, man. Just make another one. I've been to Italy before. You know what you have to do to find a pizza? Look to your left. They're everywhere. And what's even more insane is why Big Baby stole the pizza.
Why did you disintegrate the Prime Minister's pizza?
Man, if I had a dime for every time I heard that question.
Disintegrate. Look again, closer. I shrank the pizza.
But why?
Because if I can make it smaller, I can also make it bigger.
So they stole this important pizza just to test if their new growth/shrink ray worked?
My prototype is a success.
Again, just go buy a pizza somewhere, man. That's so difficult. Why'd you have to go through all a fucking heist to get a pizza to do that, right? What the dude, that's like stealing the Declaration of Independence to like test if your pen is working. Like, so much work for no reason. I'm not actually doing it. Okay.
Ciao, baby squad!
They're getting away again?
So their final stop of the film is in Germany. And in this scene, I think the writers forgot the rules of the film because the taxi driver just fully responds to the baby.
Haven't we seen him before?
Me? Good job, guys. But now it's time for the final showdown. This is where we find out Big Baby's master plan. And his plan is to make himself huge because he hates being little.
You don't know what it's like to be a baby. Take a nap, go to bed, eat your vegetables. Have you ever tried mashed broccoli? I know what he means.
Just immediately radicalized.
I know what he means.
So this is where we find out that he stole the crown jewels because they're the only things that will power his big device. I don't know. So a bunch of bullshit happens and the baby geniuses end up saving the day by shrinking Big Baby. And now he's Lil Baby, the rapper.
What's up? It's Lil Baby here.
And they return the crown jewels to the queen just in time. Yay, she got them back.
For a queen.
And the queen lived happily ever after. For about 10 years, and then she fucking died. We then get this post-credits type scene where the taxi cab driver shows up and he's revealed to be the actual bad guy because the movie literally spells it out for us. The taxi cab driver's real name is Moriarty, and he's the real bad guy of the trilogy. We'll find out more about him shortly. And the movie ends with all the baby geniuses celebrating because they proved to the CIA that they do really great work.
I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. And we love our
Okay. Baby geniuses saving the world. Baby geniuses 4 coming soon. And they were right about that because a year after, they released Baby Geniuses 4, The Treasures of Egypt. I'll say right now, I think it's going to be a lot quicker to go through these last 2 movies because I shit you not, Baby Geniuses 4 is pretty much the exact same movie as Baby Geniuses 3. They just go to different locations. The first place they go to is Beijing to investigate a museum where a bunch of artifacts were stolen. And they don't see Moriarty disguised in a taxi cab this time. They see him disguised in a museum.
Excuse me, mister. I'm the antiquities director of this museum. May I help you?
Yes, I am Kylie.
Ah, Kylie. And babies?
They're children of the UN delegates. I have the pleasure to look after them.
Oh, welcome, welcome.
Okay, great. Just when you think it couldn't get any worse.
I am Manchu.
Well, racism aside, I refuse to believe that these babies are geniuses, okay? You're telling me these babies have no idea that that's the taxi driver from the last movie? And another thing, not only are these babies not geniuses, you're telling me this fucking kid is the master of disguise? This baby in a diaper's idea of a disguise is a baby in a diaper. Okay, dude, get him off the team. What the fuck? Could you imagine if, an adult master of disguise did this? Don't you worry. We'll fit right in at this masquerade ball. Oh my god. It's also so funny that these babies are geniuses. Geniuses. Yet they all still wear diapers. You guys know computer science and fucking astrophysics, but you can't figure out a fucking toilet. That's the thing that stumps you. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that this movie is exactly like the other movie. All it is Big Baby stealing something, the baby's going to look for clues, chasing down Big Baby until he gets away, rinse and repeat until Big Baby reveals his big plan. So they go to India at one point in this movie. And I know, after the incident in China, that's worrisome. But don't worry, he doesn't do brownface, which is nice, okay? They go to India because Big Baby stole some more bullshit. And I really love this scene because they're showing when Big Baby and his dad were like stealing the artifacts. And they just totally messed up the edit of this part. And I thought I'd highlight it.
The prize. Be careful. The alarm is on.
Wow. Just put the same clip back to back, but just one had lasers in it. You know? But honestly, if I was stuck editing this fucking movie, I'd do the same thing. Also, man, dude, sorry. I hate these movies so much. There's one part in this movie when they're in a cab in India, and the cab driver says that she had like a religious experience at the Taj Mahal, and she saw things that she cannot explain.
I saw the equation pi equals to 3.141 and do not know what it means.
What? That was her religious experience? She saw the equation for pi? And it gets even sillier because Jordan, the tech whiz, the high-tech whiz, remember? The genius high-tech whiz? Throughout this whole movie, she's working on a device to communicate with aliens, and she can't get it to work. But she overhears this taxi cab conversation and freaks out because she says that the equation for pi could be the thing that makes her machine work.
Pi equals 3.141? That just might be the equation I need to make the cosmonaut work.
You're telling me a genius with the knowledge of the universe doesn't know what pi is? That's like the first thing you learn in fucking 3rd grade math. How do they, yeah, I guess they haven't gone to 3rd grade yet, so that. Also, pi isn't even a fucking equation. These babies are not geniuses, okay? Don't fall for it. They don't know their bodily functions or the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter, okay? They don't know pee, poo, or pi. God damn it, dude, this movie makes me wanna... So, later in the movie, they're celebrating Bob Bobbin's birthday, and as a gift, they give him a really high-tech GPS system.
By using DNA signatures, we're able to track suspects in real time all over the world.
Okay, so one, that's just ethically fucked up, but, I mean, at the same time, they're also putting babies in the workforce, so, I mean, ethics are awash in these movies, I guess. But what's especially stupid is a big chunk of this movie is Moriarty and Big Baby working together to make sure they can't use this GPS system because they don't want the baby geniuses to have the ability to track them down. But this new GPS system doesn't fucking matter because they already tracked someone down using GPS in the first movie.
So we need to find that vendor who was selling those berets.
I'm already tracking his movement. He's taking a break at Big Daddy's Burgers.
So I'm not even gonna waste time on this subplot at all. We're just gonna skip over that, okay? Speaking of skip, I wish I could skip all of these movies. And to remind you, this movie is called Baby Geniuses and the Treasures of Egypt. The runtime is about 1 hour and 10 minutes, and it takes them 53 minutes to even mention Egypt. Dude, that's like if the Titanic movie was called Here Come Dat Iceberg. This is also the movie where they find out that Moriarty is behind everything.
Moriarty.
Mori, who?
Bob goes on to explain that he's a super criminal and he's behind history's biggest heist, and he's like the most dangerous guy on earth.
Responsible for over 500 unsolved cases in over 200 countries.
And what a criminal mastermind he is. Look at him. He's the most dangerous man in the world. I'm shaking in my boots just watching this shit. Okay, so now they're finally in Egypt. And honestly, the fact that they don't do brownface in this movie is astonishing. I fully thought that they were gonna... No! Okay, never mind.
Pleasure to meet you.
This is unbelievable. This man has an Oscar, and his daughter is Angelina Jolie. Like, man, I feel bad for her, man. She got the shit end of the stick. Anytime someone asks her what her father is up to, she has to just be like, yeah, just nothing really. Nothing at all, actually. Yeah, nothing. He's actually dead. He died. He's a dead guy. So just like the last movie, Big Baby's plan isn't revealed till right now, the very end. And his plan this time is to harness the energy of these old artifacts to give him the ability to fly.
With the press of this button, Big Baby, take it to the sky!
But hey man, if you want to see a flying baby, just get on any airplane. Why is there always so many fucking babies on airplanes, man? Get them off. If you have a baby, drive. Okay? Don't go on a plane with your kid. I'm sorry. I feel like after watching all these movies, like just the thought of a baby is making me blood red mad. Dude, if you want to convert a pro-lifer to pro-choice, Show them these movies, okay? They will not want any more babies on this planet, I promise you that. This movie's climax features Big Baby's plan getting foiled once again.
It's a bird! It's a plane!
All the artifacts are returned, and Moriarty escapes. But hey, I have a question. What was the fucking point of all this? I don't understand how Moriarty is the main villain of this movie when all he does in the final showdown is like peek behind corners. Like, what the fuck? And also the beam of light that was supposed to make Big Baby fly didn't do anything. Maybe we'll get the answers in the final movie. So the Treasures of Egypt pretty much ends the same way as the Mystery of the Crown Jewels. No, wait, sorry, not pretty much. It ends the exact same way as the last movie. And I don't know if you understood what I just said. It's the same ending.
I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad.
They used the footage from the first movie to end the second movie as well.
I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad.
And we love our little spy baby. And the rest of the baby squad, too.
They probably thought nobody would be scraping the content barrel enough to make a super long YouTube video 10 years later about these movies, going through each one in detail. And that's where they're wrong. So how does this huge saga end? How do they tie up all these loose ends and finish off a 20-year-long franchise? I'll tell you how they do it. Poorly. The final Baby Geniuses movie is called Baby Geniuses and the Space Baby. I guess they've already gone to every fucking country in the world, so now they're going to space. But guess what? They don't even go to space in this movie. But hey, if we're lucky, maybe they'll do blackface. And after spending 2.5 hours watching Baby Geniuses 3 and 4, I was praying to the biblically accurate babies that Baby Geniuses 5 wasn't going to be exactly like the other ones. But it is exactly like the other ones. Things get stolen, babies look for clues. Things get stolen, babies look for clues. Things get stolen, subtle racism.
Got your nose.
I'm sorry, both Chow and I are Kung Fu masters.
I just can't fucking believe how many times this shit happens in these movies. So many weird green screen montages followed by a crime scene investigation with foreign babies. Dude, I counted them all up, and throughout these movies, there are 9 montage/crime scene investigation scenes. I feel like if I was a detective in this universe, I would fucking lose my mind. Seeing all these babies show up and shit, by the fucking 5th time, I'd be like, you know what? No. How about that? No. Enough babies, okay? This isn't fucking bring your kid to work day. This is a crime scene. Someone was murdered. And you got your fucking baby crawling around, dude. He's crawling in the victim's blood, and now there's little baby handprints all over the... Okay, that's pretty cute. Okay, we're at the home stretch. This is the last movie. We're gonna get there, okay? This movie starts with them explaining what the big ray of light did at the end of the last movie.
Washington. This is Moscow.
Yeah, the big ray of light shot down a UFO containing a space baby from Toddleron. This is a real plot point.
And even planet Toddleron.
And throughout this whole movie, the space baby is stealing artifacts to repair his ship. They go through the regular Baby Geniuses shit that we've seen before, and the plan they devise to stop Moriarty is to make a sort of ray gun that freezes people. But here's the kicker. They can't make the gun until they have a material called infantanium.
Once we get that crystal of infantanium...
Like titanium, but infant.
Infantanium.
Dude. Infantanium. Is that what fucking pop-punk bands' guitars are made of? Also, at the same time, Moriarty is creating the same kind of gun, but he's using babyonium.
And now a crystal of babyonium.
And at the end of the movie, they have this huge showdown where they shoot the guns at each other, fucking Goblet of Fire style.
Take my body back to my father.
And big surprise, they end up stopping Moriarty.
That's what you get for betraying me. Get him, Daddy.
Whoa! Whoa! What the fuck? Yeah, we got him. Now we got a 69. So yeah, yeah, the baby geniuses save the day, the space baby fucks off back to his own planet. But sorry, there's one more thing I want to complain about. Throughout this whole movie, the space baby is talking in this like weird space baby language.
Ba-wee-ba-wee-ba?
But like, babies are born with the secrets of the universe, or the knowledge of the universe, and they all communicate with their own baby language. That's what they say at the beginning of all of these movies.
Every baby in the world is born with the secret of the universe.
So wouldn't the baby language be the same? Like, no matter what planet you're from, because it's in the universe? Like, no matter where the other baby geniuses are in the world, like India, Beijing, France, Italy, they can all understand each other with the same baby language, right? So why is the fucking space baby speaking some other space language? Okay. Sorry. Obviously none of this makes fucking sense, but here's what I gotta say to the writers of these movies, okay? Goo goo gaga. So the movie series ends with everybody celebrating their victory, and the mom says how excited they are for their next adventure.
And I can't wait for our next adventure.
And that was 10 years ago. So it's safe to say that their next adventure never happened, and honestly, that's the best way this series could have ended. In conclusion, I know these movies are ridiculous and the plot makes no sense, but it's obvious that these movies were made for children, where I feel like the original Baby Geniuses that came out in '99 was for children and adults, like it was a family movie. These movies feel like a movie that they would just throw on their kids' iPad so they could have some fucking peace and quiet for an hour and a half. The Baby Geniuses sequels are just another classic case of people using the name of an IP that made a good amount of money at one time to just absolutely fart out shitty movies that have nothing to do with the original film, just in the hopes that the name alone can bring them in a bunch of money, even though they lost millions on Super Babies. So again, I don't know how these movies were made. Or do I? I do. Upon further research, I found out that these movies aren't really movies at all. In 2011, an original series called, and get ready for this one, it's called Baby Geniuses BSI Baby Squad Investigators. Just a fucking vomit pile of a title, Jesus Christ. And that series aired in Italy. That series was then chopped up into 3 separate movies, the ones we watched today, which explains why it was so repetitive, but it unfortunately doesn't explain the racism. So that sucks.
Mancho.
But you know what? This was a long time coming. It feels really good to say goodbye to the Baby Geniuses franchise, but it feels even better to say hello, Fresh, the sponsor of this video.
That's right, this video is sponsored by HelloFresh. Folks, HelloFresh takes the hassle out of mealtime this spring by delivering pre-portioned ingredients and easy-to-prepare recipes right to your door. Skip those long checkout lines and get outside in this nice weather because HelloFresh has dinner covered. And you don't need to be a baby genius to cook amazing food. Don't worry if you're not a pro in the kitchen. HelloFresh's foolproof recipes arrive pre-portioned and easy to prepare in just a few steps. Jenna and I have been eating HelloFresh every week for years now, and we just love how wide the weekly selection is. They have over 40 recipes and over 100 seasonal and convenience items to choose from each week. That means there are options for everyone and every lifestyle. And folks, April is Earth Month, and HelloFresh has always been committed to a cleaner planet. On average, HelloFresh meals have a 31% lower carbon footprint than the same meals made from supermarket ingredients. Plus, nearly all HelloFresh packaging materials are curbside recyclable in most areas of the US. So you're not only helping out your hungry belly, you're also helping out the planet. And now's the perfect time to give HelloFresh a try because they're hooking you guys up with an amazing deal. Just go to HelloFresh.com and use code CurtisTown50 for 50% off. Plus, your first box ships free. Again, we've been eating HelloFresh for years now, and I honestly cannot recommend it enough. It just saves us so much time and alleviates so much stress about what we're going to have for dinner each week. And now I honestly can't picture my life without it. So again, go to HelloFresh.com and use code CurtisTown50 for 50% off. Plus, your first box ships free. Thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video and so many others in the past. I hope you check them out because it helps me out a bunch when you check out the sponsors. You know, it's a win-win-win-win situation here, okay? Thank you so much, HelloFresh. Back to me.
Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press the like button because, believe it or not, one like equals one big pizza. Please leave a comment. I'm begging you. And you can also subscribe if you want. As soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Curtistown. If you didn't know, Curtistown is the best place to live in the world. And I'm the mayor So you have to be nice to me. It's the law. You can check the description for my new merch that just came out. It's really cool. I'm super proud of it. I hope you guys check it out. My Instagram, Twitter, podcast, all that stuff is down there. Yeah, man, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I would stick around, but unfortunately I have to go. There's a masquerade ball that I gotta go to, and I'm all out of Pampers. See ya. Happy October, folks. This is my favorite time of year. The leaves are changing colors, the mosquitoes are dying, and we're only a few months away from my favorite time of year, Christmas. But October rules, man. There is no better feeling than going into some little cafe in the middle of October in a big knit sweater and drinking a latte with both hands like you're a mom on the Gilmore Girls. It rocks. And the other awesome part about October is Halloween. It's scary, dude. I got my scary shirt on today. And personally, I can't wait to see all the Halloween costumes this year. Swear to God, if I see someone dress up as the Hawk Tuah girl or a group of dudes dressed up like the Costco guys, I'm gonna laugh so hard. But since it's that time of year, I figured it was the perfect time for me to talk about a movie that I've been wanting to talk about for months. It just never felt like the right time. But as soon as I felt that first brisk breeze on my skin, I knew it was time. First off, we're all familiar with Stranger Things, right? The record-breaking sci-fi drama horror Netflix series that premiered back in 2016 that follows the adventures of 4 young boys whose world is turned upside down when their friend goes missing and when they're also joined by this weird girl named Eleven who has these crazy superpowers. Gonna be honest though, I'm not 100% sure what Eleven's superpowers are. I've watched every season of Stranger Things. I still don't know. The only thing Eleven ever really does in that show is hold out her hand and scream. And I'm sorry, if that's a superpower, then I guess the guy I hit with my car was a superhero. Sorry about that. And since Stranger Things was so insanely successful, I guess some people out there wanted a taste of that. A little bit of a, you know, that meme of the water and then there's the guy in the middle. That's what that's what you guys seen that? There are some people who wanted a taste of that Stranger Things success, which brings us to the topic of today's video. A little movie called The Sneakover. Looks familiar, doesn't it? Also, any movie that has fucking Sneako in it, that sucks. But no, look how similar these are, dude. There's a group of boys on bikes, one girl character, a moon, a creepy figure in the background, and oh yeah, the exact same font and font color as Stranger Things, dude. The hell, guys? In no way is that a coincidence. Obviously, though, Stranger Things doesn't own that font. I looked it up, and the font they used for the Stranger Things logo is called ITC Benguiat Bold Condensed. I probably said that wrong. I'm stupid. It was created by a guy named Ed Benguiat for the International Typeface Corporation in 1977. And this font has been used very frequently way before Stranger Things ever existed. For example, cover art for the Smiths album Strange Ways, Here We Come. And it was also used for countless sci-fi and horror novels in the 80s, which is probably why they ended up using that font for Stranger Things. So using that font doesn't automatically mean you're copying Stranger Things, but like, guys, switch it up a little bit. You're gonna do the exact same shade of red neon glow with that like VHS effect on it. Like, come on, dude. The plot of The Sneakover is very different from Stranger Things, at least, but still, the movie hasn't even started, and we're already aware that whoever's behind it is making very questionable decisions. But without further ado, let's watch The Sneakover. So, the movie starts with our main character, Henry, entering his dad's movie room.
This is the first year my dad's trusted me in the movie room alone.
Or merge room. Merch room? Merge room. Whatever the fuck that is. Henry's dad is a big movie buff, a cinephile, if you will. He has a huge collection of rare movies, and his prized possession is a VHS copy of a movie called The Blue Shadow. This movie was apparently never released to the public, so him having this in his possession is like crazy. It is super rare. So obviously it's just fucking out in the open, readily available for his snot-nosed little kid to steal. And naturally, he does.
Now that I'm old enough to watch it, there's no way I'm only watching it when I visit my dad.
A child of divorce. I wonder why your parents split up, you thief. It is your fault. You stole. So our main character, Henry, has like a pretty gnarly obsession with the Blue Shadow, kind of like Jamie and Turbo Man in Jingle All the Way. So obviously he's watching the movie all the damn time. And this is when we learn that Henry just moved to this house a few months ago and he doesn't have any friends.
This is a chance to make some friends before school starts.
What if they don't like me?
Yeah, so Henry's going to stay with these kids at a sleepover, but Henry is like a really anxious kid.
The amount of meds I need to calm my anxiety could kill an elephant.
So he's really nervous about going there.
Do you need to go pee-pee, poo-poo?
I'm not a baby, Mom.
I mean, adults go pee-pee and poo-poo as well. Ew, Mom! Pissing and shitting is for babies. I haven't done that in years. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'm having a heart attack. So Henry gets up, ejects the VHS, but then I guess holding in shit for 10 years really caught up to him, so he's gotta go number 2. And when he gets out of the bathroom, his mom is just like rushing him to leave. It's like a big freaking mess. It's like they're in a rush. So he packs super quick. He puts the VHS case containing the Blue Shadow in his backpack, and they leave.
Your dad called. He got your tickets opening weekend to Nipper 2, the Golden Kebab.
Huh? What?
He got your tickets opening weekend to Nipper 2, the Golden Kebab.
Yeah, I don't know what the mom just said, but I'm like 90% sure she's not allowed to use that word.
Nipper 2, the Golden Kebab.
Every time I talk about like a low budget movie, there's one line in it where I just never understand what they say.
People like they're human cannibals with skin.
If you guys know what she said there, let me know.
Nipper 2, the Golden Kebab.
So Henry makes it to the sleepover, and this is when we meet the rest of the main characters.
The skinny dude is Stats. The smelly, crazy-looking one is Stink.
Okay, great descriptions, Henry. Except, I don't know who you're talking about, dude. Crazy move to introduce main characters in a movie by just showing the back of their heads. Hey guys, I'm Spider-Man. Also, this movie does these like character talks directly to camera scenes infrequently enough where it like kind of fucks with you. It freaks me out every time it happens. I have no problem when movies do that. Like The Big Short was a great example. I loved when they did those segments, but it has to be done correctly and like the right amount of time. And this movie does not do it correctly, okay? When I first watched this scene, I fully expected those two kids to be like, who the fuck are you talking to?
They're part of the Mingo Valley Film Club.
So yeah, these kids are in like a film club together where they just watch movies and they take it very seriously. This kid is named Stats because he always provides stats about stuff. Well, I mean, not really, I guess. Throughout the whole movie, he only provides like probabilities.
Stink has exactly 0.047% chance of Ava Anderson ever liking him.
Which isn't really the same as statistics, right? But I guess like probability is not really like a good nickname, right? Probability. And the other nickname is Stink because get this. He stinks. Oh yeah, and this is also when we meet Stat's older sister, who they all call Dream Girl, but her name is Ashley.
I've heard rumors of Dream Girl, but never seen her in person.
And then we meet the final main character, Chip. And you're probably wondering why his nickname is Chip. So am I. They never explain it. So here's what's going on. Stat's parents are going to a party, so that means Ashley has to babysit all the kids for the night. And once the parents get ready to leave, the film club starts their ceremony, which is probably the most annoying thing of all time. That's enough. Okay, so maybe this is just like Stranger Things after all, because this is almost as annoying as that fucking Chrissy Wake Up song.
Oh my god. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
So they open up the movie case, and what do you know? The Blue Shadow isn't in it. Henry forgot it in the VCR while he was taking a shit. If only he held it in like the rest of us, man. We're not babies anymore. So now Henry is frozen in fear because he totally ruined the night. So, to snap him out of it, Stink farts into his hand and cups it in Henry's face. I know I'm no stranger to putting fart sound effects in my videos, but that's gross. Also, dude, Henry's being way too chill for a guy who just had a fart cupped in his face, dude. I can only dream of being that nonchalant. We then cut to Henry's dad. He's a single guy now, so he's brought a date into his very rare movie collection room, merge room. And shockingly, the girl doesn't give a shit.
I've got a rare film collection.
But you know, you gotta give him points for trying, man. This man is a certified lover boy, certified cinephile. But he notices the movie case is askew, so now he knows that Henry took the VHS.
Henry!
But dude, as a collector myself, this scene pisses me off like crazy. If you're gonna collect stuff, you gotta have your shit locked up, hidden away. Dude, I love my collection so much, I never want to see it. Ever. Like, if the Blue Shadow is really that rare, don't just have it out in the open for your fucking kid to steal it, you know? Not to victim blame here, but Buddy was kind of asking for it, you know? But also, at the same time, this is a kid's movie that nobody watched, so I don't know why I'm getting so mad. We now cut to the kids playing cards in the basement. I'd be bored out of my mind, too, if I was stuck in a basement playing cards. Thankfully, I've got something way more fun fun to play. New World Eternum. That's right, folks. This video is sponsored by the brand new action RPG, New World Eternum, launching on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and Series S, and PC on October 15th, 2024. Millions of PC gamers have already been playing and loving New World for years. But as of October 15th, New World Eternum is opening up their world to console players, along with a huge amount of brand new content. But if you're unfamiliar with the game, let me explain really quick. In New World Eternum, you're shipwrecked on the island of Eternum. As you search the island, you'll unveil hidden secrets, meet mysterious inhabitants, explore wild landscapes and ancient ruins as you fight, forage, and forge your destiny. In New World Eternum, you create and customize your character, and then you choose from 7 unique builds that can be changed at any time, so you're never locked into just one playstyle. You can start as a soldier, destroyer, ranger, musketeer, occultist, mystic, or swordbearer. So no matter how you want to play, there's something just for you. And starting on release, New World Eternum features cross-play functionality, so you can play with your friends no matter what system they're playing on. And there's something to do in New World Eternum for every kind of gamer. Play through the epic main story by yourself or with friends, battle with other players through various PvP modes, and master the many trade skills so you can thrive in the world and craft all the equipment and gear you would ever need. Also, this is pretty cool. Getting the deluxe version of New World Eternum will award you access to this cool-looking corrupted Mauler bear mount, as well as the corrupted soul armor skin. It looks cool as hell. Are you kidding me? And I don't know about you guys, but when the fall, winter months come around, all I want to do is just sit in my house and immerse myself in a fun, rewarding, deep, extensive video game. And I can't wait to dive into New World Eternum to see which sort of adventures me and my friends will get up to. So if you want to embark on an unforgettable journey with one of the most anticipated games of the year, click the link in my description and get New World Eternum today. And I hope you guys check out the game, because maybe we'll run into each other and then we can square up. All right, thank you so much to New World Eternum for sponsoring this video. Back to me. As I was saying, we now cut to the kids playing cards in the basement, and everybody is really, really mad at Henry.
I told people we were watching The Blue Shadow tonight.
Look, dude, it's not my fault he forgot the movie. That's the only reason I invited him.
Yeah, I don't know why Henry wants to be friends with these kids. They're fucking so mean to him. Stats just admitted he didn't want him there. Stink cupped a fucking fart in his face. Like, are these the only other kids in the world? Go be friends with other kids, Henry. It's fine. Guys, come on, stop. One day we'll all look back on this and laugh. So this is what having friends is like. Also, real quick, this movie really tries to play into the whole Stranger Things, Goonies, Stand By Me vibe, where a group of like lovable friends embark on a journey together, which is fine to do. I have no problem with that whatsoever. And in this movie, there is a group of friends who go on a journey together, but they forgot one crucial aspect. They forgot to make the kids lovable. These kids are mean.
That's the only reason I invited him.
And gross. And the main character, Henry, doesn't even like them, really. So, like, why go through all this? Like, imagine if all the kids in Stranger Things were like, yeah, we only like 11 because she has cool superpowers. But again, this is a low-budget movie for children, so I don't know why I'm getting so worked up about it. I honestly don't think I was ever meant to see this movie in the first place, but here I am. Chip rallies all the boys together to go sneak over...
Instead of sitting here like a bunch of babies, let's do something about it.
They're gonna sneak over to Henry's house to retrieve the Blue Shadow VHS tape.
Stats, I need you to distract Dream Girl.
Don't call her Dream Girl. She's my sister.
Dude, it is so funny to get mad at your friends for calling your sister like the sweetest, most innocent nickname ever. Stop calling her the girl of your dreams. She's stupid and ugly. I want her dead. So they devise a plan to trick Ashley into thinking that they're in their room all night by recording audio of them reacting to the Blue Shadow.
This is the best thing we've ever seen.
And also making a bunch of fart noises. And, you know, I want to make fun of how stupid and gross this is, but I fear they hit the nail on the head with this one. A bunch of dudes watching a movie together is just saying the most generic bullshit and then also farting. Oh, that actor was in The Departed. Oh, yeah. God, I love that movie. Oh, it's so good, dude. Hey, do you want to do the next one, or shall I? Oh, that's all you, man. Say less. Oh my God, that smells disgusting. This is the best night of my life. I love you. So they're about to leave for the sneak over when Henry makes another devastating realization.
My house is locked.
You don't have the key?
No.
Yeah, and again, I was about to roast Henry for not having a key to his own house, but like, I think I'm just really old. I totally forgot that there was a time in my life where I just didn't have a house key. I had no way of getting into my home. But I mean, also on the flip side of that, there was a kid in my school who used to wear his house key on a lanyard around his neck, and he got fucking bullied so hard for it, so maybe I was better off. I don't even know why he was bullied for it either. That seems smart. Nice house key, pussy. Keep it in your pocket, right, guys? Kids are so mean, man. It's crazy. Well, and speaking of kids being mean,
Forget it, he's useless.
so useless Henry goes to the bathroom and cries. Fucking been there, brother. This is when Ashley gives him a little pep talk.
You don't want to be the kid crying in the bathroom.
And it works, because she says something that reminds Henry of something huge.
You can't hide in here all night.
That's it. In my backyard, there's a fake rock with a key hidden inside.
So they now have a way of entering Henry's house, and with that, it was now time for them to escape. And this next scene here is also what made me want to talk about this movie, because this is like the wildest creative choice I have ever seen in a film, I think. So they explain the plan by showing this storyboard, which at first I thought was a fun way to illustrate their intricate plan, and oh my god, what the fuck is that? Oh god. Is that supposed to be Dream Girl, dude? That is Nightmare Girl. Holy shit. It's like that dude who's like in all our dreams. Sorry for insulting the artist. I'm sure they were rushed. Sorry. But fuck, that scared me. But no, I thought this was like a cool way to show the plan, right? It makes sense narratively because this is like what it would look like if the kids like drew up a plan. But once the storyboard segment finishes, they've already escaped.
She'll chase him down and leave the exit unprotected.
Yeah, they weren't showing the storyboard segment as like a preview of what the scene is going to look like in real life. That storyboard segment was the scene because they didn't want to film that elaborate escape scene. And you know what? Even for a low budget movie, I feel like that shouldn't be allowed, okay? The first time I watched this, I was so confused. I waited like 10 minutes for this escape plan to actually happen. And it never did. Like I thought all this stuff afterwards was like a flashback or something. Like I was so confused. Bold choice to do that, but you know, I'm sure that's the only time it'll happen. So anyway, he stays at home. So we get a little bike riding montage between Henry, Stink, and Chip. And this little montage is set to the worst song ever made.
We are strong, we are brave, we got the power, not afraid. We are strong, we are brave, we got the power.
All right, that's enough. Yeah, these lyrics do not line up with what is happening on the screen.
We are strong, we are brave.
That song sounds like it was made by the Jonas Brothers in an alternate reality where they like never became successful.
We got the power.
But sadly, the song abruptly stops when they realize what part of town they're in.
That way takes us past the McGuffin brothers' house.
And this next storyboard segment shows how mean and evil the McGuffin brothers are. These are the antagonists of the film. They're the neighborhood bullies. They give kids wedgies. They beat people up. This whole movie, they're painted as these like evil, violent maniacs who destroy everything in their path. But the kids decide to take their chances and ride past the McGuffin brothers' house. And guys, this scene is crazy. They pedal past their house, but Henry's shoelace gets caught in one of his bike gears. And there's this crazy nail-biting scene where he crashes onto the front lawn of the McGuffin brothers' house. And then he hears footsteps coming towards him, so he's freaking out. But it turns out the footsteps were just Chip. And guys, I'd love to show you how cool this scene is, but it never fucking happens, okay? We never see it. It's a storyboard again.
Henry was doomed.
It didn't even seem like a difficult shot to film either. Like, I am so confused as to why they decided to implement these storyboard things like so frequently. I mean, again, this is obviously a low-budget film, so they did what they could, and I applaud them for that. That's great. But like, I'd rather actually like see them try to film these scenes on their budget instead of just animating the storyboard that they made during the production of the film. And it sucks because all the storyboard segments are like the most exciting scenes. Like, that's the stuff I actually want to watch. Nothing else barely ever happens in this fucking movie, dude. It's super boring shots of the kids riding their bicycles or walking around, and then the most unbelievable, insane action scene happening on a fucking board, B-O-R-I-D. I'm bored. It's boring. But I mean, it probably saved them a bunch of money and time and stress. It's a creative choice, and they stuck by it. And I respect that. Who knows? Maybe I'll start doing that in my videos one day. As soon as Curtis said that, he heard a knock at his door. He immediately opened his door to find Ellen DeGeneres standing in his doorway. Curtis was a little confused, so he asked, "Ellen, what are you doing in my house?" To which she replied, "There's a bomb strapped to my chest, and the code to disarm it is at the bottom of the ocean. I need your help." So, Curtis and Ellen stole James Cameron's submarine and made their journey to the bottom of the ocean. When they finally made it to the bottom, trapped in a glass cube was the real Ellen DeGeneres begging to be let out. If that's the real Ellen DeGeneres, then who are you? asked Curtis. The fake Ellen then ripped her disguise off to reveal Daniel Craig. Curtis muttered under his breath, "Damn, Daniel." The bomb exploded and sent Curtis flying up through the ocean and up into the sky. He soared through the air what felt like days, and finally, he began his descent and flew right through his office window back into his seat where he was originally sitting. Did you guys see all that? All right, let's get back to this Stranger Things wannabe. So, immediately after that huge, stressful scene of them avoiding the MacGuffin brothers, they bump into the MacGuffin brothers. So that whole thing was fucking pointless. It didn't need to happen.
What are you fools doing out of the neighborhood?
But like I said, I'm expecting these two kids to be straight up psychopathic murderers. So let's see what they do.
Training wheels? Get off my bike.
It's super funny to chirp someone's bike and then steal it. What a piece of shit car, dude. I would never be caught dead driving this thing. Get out of the car! This is a carjacking!
I heard him say he wants to trade bikes.
You know that's not what he said.
Let the air out of your tires. Thanks for the bike, losers.
Okay, so they just traded bikes? I mean, it's not ideal, I guess, but they all still have bike. They just don't have air in the tires, which I feel like is a pretty easy fix, right? I was fully expecting these kids to be like, both be like wielding machetes in each hand and like throwing grenades at these kids, right? What the fuck? So we now cut to the B plot featuring Ashley and this boy who comes over to the house to hang out with her.
I would love to let Parker out of the friend zone, but the thought of holding hands with someone or kissing them gives germophobia to my germophobia.
Yeah, and I guess they made one of the little kids hold the camera for that shot, because what the fuck is it so shaky? Also, this is one of the scenes where it'd be super funny if the guy could like hear her talking to the camera through the door.
I would love to let Parker out of the friend zone, but the thought of
friend zone? What is this, 2009?
If my sister lets her guard down, that nerd could slip out of the friend zone. Not on my watch. I'm gonna nip it in the bud.
Okay, yeah, this is a weird part of the movie. Stats doesn't want his sister to have a boyfriend, so he plays a prank where he puts a walkie-talkie behind her and makes fart sounds into the other walkie-talkie with a balloon. You know, just like Stranger Things. Also, just not a fart sound at all. That sounds like how I imagine a gnome would sound. Is that the prank? To make him think that she has gnomes? Hey bro, you wanna hang out tonight?
But I thought you were hanging out with that girl.
Yeah, dude, I was, but get this. She has gnomes.
Oh no!
I know! Alright, back to the main plot. They stop at a park to fart. And then Chip and Stink go into their secret hideout. But we're not allowed to see what it looks like just yet, okay? They're saving that till the end of the movie. They then fill up their bike tires in town while they talk about a girl they all like.
She likes some pretty boy, you know, who has the personality of a potato.
Just like the movies.
Except for in the movies, you know, the hot girl likes the nice guy in the end. It's not like that in real life.
Oh no! No! Oh no, Chip's an incel. Oh, that's devastating. Girls literally never go for the nice guys like me. So back at the house, Stats is sitting in the room laughing at fart sounds. And I hate to say it, but this is literally me when I edit my videos. But while Stats is playing the audio track, Ashley's friends overhears it, and he thinks it's them talking about the Blue Shadow.
The Blue Shadow.
And he want to watch a movie, so he bursts into the room. So now they know that the kids escaped. But again, he really want to watch a movie, so he offers to drive them over to Henry's house.
Does he really have a copy of The Blue Shadow?
That's what he says.
I can take you to get it.
Meanwhile, Henry and the other guys need to make it over the gate to get into his gated neighborhood, even though there's a huge opening with no gate. If they just walk a little bit to the left, but hey, maybe we'll get a cool scene out of it. Who knows?
The boys sprinted.
Come on,
Chip was in the lead, with Stink in a close second.
Enough of these, man. Show the things actually happening, dude.
He flew through the air past the closing gate.
All right, sorry, I'm getting a little too worked up. So they finally make it to Henry's house and they find his house key.
Found it! It's amazing.
You know, I felt bad earlier when they called him useless, but they were 100% right, dude. This kid is a fucking lost cause.
It's gone.
So yeah, the key is lost now, so they have to come up with a backup plan, which is to rappel Henry off the roof with a hose and then swing him into his bedroom window. Sounds pretty cool, right? Well, we'll never see it, because you guessed it, they show that scene with another storyboard animation.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
This is insane. And it sucks because I feel like this movie would have been a lot of fun if they actually tried to film these scenes. And you can say what you want about Stranger Things, but they would never do this. If that super suspenseful scene in the 4th season of Stranger Things where Max is floating with Running Up That Hill playing, if that scene was just concept art and drawings, dude, there'd be rioting in the streets. And I know Stranger Things had a much bigger budget than The Sneakover, and it's absolutely not fair to compare the two, but also at the same time, I feel like they kind of lost that privilege of not being compared to Stranger Things when they use the exact same fucking branding and layout and logo pretty much as Stranger Things.
Your mom!
But anyways, they make it into a house, they play another storyboard animation of him just running down the stairs to turn the alarm off, and then Henry walks out of the house proud as hell with the blue shadow in hand. I gotta say, very funny to be that confident after fucking literally everything up all day. So things are finally looking up until the MacGuffin brothers show up and steal the VHS tape.
We have the blue shadow.
You can't have that! You can't have that!
Nice try, guys. Fuck, really thought that was gonna work.
You can't have that!
The fuck? They're still riding away. All right, we're almost at the end of the movie, I promise. This is the final showdown coming up. This is just like Elle and the gang getting ready to confront the Demigorgon at the end of season 1 of Stranger Things. Except it's nothing like that at all. They devise a plan to steal the tape back from the MacGuffin brothers, but they're all pretty scared.
You know we're gonna die, right?
Again, I have no idea why these kids are so scared of the MacGuffin brothers. The worst thing they've done is trade bikes. So, the worst thing that can happen, they trade bikes again? Oh no, you got your bike back. What the fuck? So their plan involves Ashley distracting the brothers, and this part is super funny because this actor didn't say anything in this scene, like I don't think he was supposed to, but for some reason they got that kid to like ADR a line afterwards, but they also like didn't cut away in the edit. So now there's just a line of dialogue coming from this character without his mouth moving at all.
Thank you, Jesus.
Unless I'm misunderstanding what's going on here. Maybe this is like a high art that I don't understand, but I have no clue how that made it into the final cut. And speaking of things that shouldn't have made it into the final cut of this film, this plan also features Stink farting into a hose that's being fed into the MacGuffin brothers' house. And it's by far the worst thing I've ever seen. I mean, this kid is giving the performance of his career, but like, gross. And that's coming from me. I think farts are hilarious, but you know, there's definitely a line, okay? And they crossed it. So after another really long storyboard animation that shows Henry grabbing the tape out of their hands, jumping off of their roof and biking away from them, Henry ends up getting trapped in their secret hideout from earlier. And guys, now we finally get to see what it looks like inside.
There was a mismatch of worn out furniture, movie posters, comics, action figures for decoration, boxes, candy wrappers, and soda bottles.
Sounds awesome. Wish I could see it. Also, guys, did he just get one of their grandpas to do this?
Boxes, candy wrappers, and soda bottles litter the floor.
The most monotone, sleepy voiceover with like no music or anything. I love it, dude. I love it. But no, dude, show the clubhouse, man. Show it. Show me to me, please.
Send it to me, Rachel.
All right, so a bunch of other bullshit happens, and they all end up coming face to face for a final showdown.
Where's your sister? How do you look like a total Dorcas? And she looks like such a dream girl.
Bro, how is your sister so gorgeous, you fucking pussy? Got him. Whoa, so they're scrapping. Also, yo, it'd be so funny if like right now they whipped out all the Stranger Things stuff. In the middle of the fight, Henry just put out his hand out of nowhere and was like...
The MacGuffin's reign of terror was over, and they were defeating the MacGuffin brothers.
Okay, so the message of this movie is jump your bullies. And I mean, hey, is this movie's message a conga line? Because I can get behind that. I'm sorry, guys. We're almost done the movie, I promise.
That's my boy.
Henry's dad emerged like a gunslinger.
A gunslinger, yeah. Yeah, so Henry's dad shows up and he shoots the MacGuffin brothers. But anyways, this showdown ends with Henry giving one of the MacGuffin brothers a big wedgie. And with that, they promise to leave the kids alone forever.
And that was the last time the MacGuffin brothers ever terrorized the neighborhood.
The dad then lets Henry take the blue shadow back to the sleepover, and they rush to make it back home before Stat's parents get back. There's another fucking storyboard animation, of course, and they make it back just in time. When your friend doesn't give you a pillow at the sleepover. All right, so they watch the blue shadow. It's awesome. And the next morning, Henry finally gets his nickname.
Nice move, cheese.
They then watch The Blue Shadow again, and Henry watched it the same way I watch my own videos, and they all become best friends, and they go to Henry's house for a sleepover.
I forgot the movie.
Classic cheese.
And that's it. That was the sneakover. In terms of movies that I've covered on this channel, it really wasn't that bad. I feel like it had some charm to it. I feel like if I watched this as a little kid, I probably would have laughed at the farts and stuff. But to me, the cardinal sin in this film was putting in all those storyboard animations and concept art when they could have just filmed the actual scenes. I know their budget was small, but like I said earlier, I would much rather see a filmmaker get creative within the budget they have, other than doing these like lazy animations after the fact. But that's just me. And oh yeah, the other cardinal sin. Can there be two cardinal sins? I don't know. For this one, there is, okay? The other cardinal sin is them just blatantly copying the Stranger Things logo and branding. 100%. You can't do that, okay? And I think I'm extra mad about it because it worked on me. I fucking fell for it. I was like, oh, this is gonna be like Stranger Things. Looking at the cover, you're expecting some like supernatural elements and a little bit of spooky imagery because you assume it's gonna be a cheap knockoff of Stranger Things. But after taking the time to watch it, and really giving it a chance, by the end of the movie, you'll wish it was a cheap knockoff of Stranger Things. And I know marketing a low-budget movie is very difficult, but I kind of just wish they did their own thing. And I found one like alternate poster cover for this movie, and it was great. It like had their own sort of vibe to it. It was more comic booky, right? Like the storyboard animations and stuff. But you know what? Go support the movie. Go buy it and rent it, watch it, support it, and watch it with your friends because I feel like you'll have a good laugh. And while researching this movie, I stumbled upon a pretty deep rabbit hole of movies that use this similar marketing tactic. These types of movies are called mockbusters. Their movie might not be related to the piece of media they're copying, but they steal the established design elements from that piece of media to sort of like trick people into thinking that is also that same piece of media. A video from a channel called Be Amazed covered a lot of these films like Triassic World, Metal Man, Transmorphers, Top Gunner. There's an endless amount, which is crazy to think there's like a whole ecosystem out there like that. This is like the Hollywood equivalent of like uploading a YouTube video and then putting other YouTubers' names in the description of that video so your video shows up when they search that YouTuber's name. There's a whole world of these movies, so let me know if you'd want a video about that because I think that could be pretty fun. And yeah, also like this video if you enjoyed it, because also, believe it or not, one like equals one Hellfire Club t-shirt that I will burn. Also, press the subscribe button because as soon as you do, you become a valued citizen of Curtistown, okay? If you didn't know, Curtistown, it's the best place to live in the whole world. And I'm the mayor of Curtistown, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. All right, yeah, come see me in Australia, New Zealand. We just announced a second Melbourne show because the first one sold out. All right, that's it. Unfortunately, I would stick around, but Ellen DeGeneres is at my door, so see you later.
It's time!
Folks, 2 years ago, I made a video called Barbie vs. Bratz, where I pitted two, is it pitted? Or I pit two Pat. Is it Pat? I made two plastic doll movies, battle it out with each other, see which one was better, and you guys really liked it. So the year after, I made Barbie vs. Bratz 2, and you guys really liked that one as well. If you didn't see that one, I ended Barbie vs. Bratz 2 with this. I'll just have to wait for the live-action Barbie movie to come out, so I can pit that one against the live-action Bratz movie. That'll be the finale. It was a long wait, and I apologize for that. I wanted to make this video sooner, but the SAG-AFTRA strike was going on, and I didn't know the rules of stuff, and I didn't want to talk about it, in solidarity. But a few weeks ago, SAG-AFTRA did their best impression of a guy closing down a bowling alley and said, "No more strikes." So the time has come to finally finish the Barbie vs. Bratz trilogy on my channel. It's time for Barbie vs. Bratz live action. And if you don't know, the score is all tied up after the first two videos. So whoever wins this one takes the cake. All right, enough yapping. Let's get into it. First up, the live-action Bratz movie. The live-action Bratz movie released in 2007 in order to capitalize on the popularity of the dolls and the animated films. It was not received well by critics or anyone, really. It did somehow score 5 award nominations, though, so that's pretty good. It was up for Worst Picture, Worst Actress, Worst Supporting Actor, Worst Screen Couple, and Worst Remake or Ripoff. They fortunately lost all of these awards to the film I Know Who Killed Me, starring Lindsay Lohan, which sounds insane from what I've read, so friggin' subscribe if you want me to talk about that movie. Do it right now. The live-action Bratz movie acts as sort of like an origin story of the Bratz, and it follows Sasha, Yasmin, Jade, and Chloe as they try to navigate their first few years of high school. This had a full-on theatrical release, and the people behind it had like a lot of faith in this movie. The actors were already mentioning a sequel that was in the works during their press tour.
Well, Bratz 2.
Yeah, Bratz 2. There's gonna be a Bratz 2. They're writing it right now.
Due to the film's lackluster performance at the box office, that sequel never came to fruition. But I'll let you be the judge on whether or not this movie deserves a sequel. So the movie starts with the Bratz FaceTiming each other while they're all getting ready for their first day of high school. And yeah, viewers of my channel will recognize the actor who plays Chloe. She also plays Kylie in every single Baby Geniuses movie. I can't escape those fucking movies, man. And her godfather in real life is John Voight. So fingers crossed, I really hope he isn't in this movie either. And oh my god damn it, of course. And in Comic Sans, nonetheless. Kick me while I'm down. This is where we learn a little bit more about each Brat's life. I should say really quick, they don't refer to themselves as Brats. Well, later it kind of happens, but just know that when I'm referring to them as Brats, they don't really do that yet. Or, okay, you'll see later. So the first Brat, Yasmin, we meet her little brother who's obsessed with his looks, and then we meet the rest of her family. And according to the Bratz wiki, Yasmin is alive. So that's good, I guess. Why do they have to put that? Are there dead ones? He's super fucked up. Yeah, I bought a Bratz doll, but he fucking died. But the wiki also says that Yasmin is Hispanic. So let's see how the movie portrays that aspect of her character.
Buenos dias!
Now, I don't know if you caught that. It was pretty subtle. But she said buenos dias. You know, you sort of got to read between the lines with this sort of stuff. Cards on the table. I'm not Hispanic, but you know, if you are, please leave a comment. Let me know if this is accurate. Let me know if there's a fucking mariachi band at your breakfast table every morning. I don't know. We then meet Sasha. She comes from a wealthy family, but her parents are divorced.
Why can't the two of you just talk to each other? I'm the kid. You're supposed to be the adult.
We then cut to Jade. Her parents are really strict about what she wears, and they're really pushy about her academics and extracurricular activities. And then we meet Chloe. Her family life isn't really revealed until later in the movie, but she lives with her single mom, and I guess they don't have too much money. And also, she's a friggin' klutz. Jesus Christ, no wonder her dad left. So the Brats all arrive at their first day of high school. But this is no ordinary high school. It's an exaggerated depiction of high school with like really strict messaging everywhere, like obey all school signage, or you'll be like killed by an axe, I guess. Order, obey, submit. And it seems pretty brutal for a high school to have all these signs. Like, this is what cops say. Order, obey, submit, put the gun down. Okay, well actually that last one actually kind of makes sense for a high school in America. So the girls all form a huddle while Jade changes into her cool fashion look that her parents wouldn't approve of. And then they all talk about all the cool stuff that they're gonna do in high school.
I'm gonna own cheerleading.
I'm gonna try out for soccer. You have to join chorus. You know you have the most insane voice ever. Not a chance.
Okay, cool. So they're like a diverse friend group, and they all have different like hobbies, passions, and stuff, which is bad news for the antagonist of the film, Meredith. She's the student body president at the school, and she keeps everything meticulously organized by cliques. And like, yeah, sure, that happens at high schools, but like, dude, this high school has the weirdest, most specific cliques ever.
There are 48 distinct cliques. You have the goths, the skaters, the disco dorks, the b-boy blingers, the gangsters, the wannabe gangsters, the pretzel people who are into yoga.
I paused the movie on where they have like the seating diagram of all the cliques, and let's just take a look at some of them. Headgear, you're separating people by how crooked their teeth are. Also, headgear isn't like a hobby. And also, why are the cheerleaders beside the gamer geeks? Disco dorks, dino students, what the fuck are those? You dinosaurs at your high school? And also, yo, mimes? There's enough mimes at your high school to warrant an entire table? I fucking doubt it, dude. My high school had over 1,000 kids in it, not one single mime. Okay, they were all married. It's either that or I just didn't notice them because they were so quiet. So Meredith's dad is the principal and he's played by John Voight.
Yes, Daddy, what is it?
Which is how she gets away with running the high school like a prison.
You were right. Control the population. A, separate the inmates into groups.
But like, you can just leave school whenever you want. You could just walk out. So I don't really think like the prison methods apply. It's not like you can just drop out of prison if you don't want to go. Unless you're a politician.
That was an intelligent joke.
Oh my god. So the arrival of the brats is pretty jarring to everybody because they all belong to different cliques, but, you know, they're still hanging out with each other. Which I get the message they're trying to go for, but you're telling me this is the first time a group of friends liked different shit? I find that hard to believe. And if you can just choose what clique you're gonna go into the first day, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna be a popular kid. How about that? I'm popular. Put me with them. I'm popular. And also, I'll say it.
I'm about to say it.
If this is a Bratz movie, make the characters look like brats. Give them fucking huge heads, big creepy ass eyeballs, dude. Them showing up and like the entire school being confused, that would make way more sense if they look like that. Whoa, is that the new guy? Yeah, that's him. He's so cool. Hey guys, sorry, my head is so heavy. So all the girls start going to their classes. This is where we meet Jade's love interest, Dexter, played by none other than a young Chet Hanks.
Big up the whole island, massive. It's your boy Chetana, coming straight from that Golden Globe.
This was filmed before he converted to Jamaican, but it's still pretty cool to see what Chet Hanks is up to when it isn't the white boy summertime.
Old boy, it's a white boy summer.
There's then a montage of all the girls excelling in their extracurricular activities, featuring amazing dialogue written by an adult pretending to be a teenager.
So bring it. Girl, I brought it, nailed it, lent it to my friend's kid sister, and I brought it back while you were still figuring out the beat.
How do you do, fellow kids? Sasha is cheerleading, Jade is doing some cool science stuff, and Chloe is playing soccer. And dude, even the sports messaging is unnecessarily threatening. Win at all costs! I don't think you should be telling that to students who are treated like prisoners. Imagine she's just fucking shanking people as she runs. That's what shanking looks like. We then cut to Yasmin. She's supposed to be the singer of the group, but she has crippling stage fright. Also, just realized the term crippling stage fright is pretty dramatic. Yo, dude, you can't park there. That's a handicap spot. Okay, bro, ever heard of an invisible illness? I have stage fright. Okay, now if you'll excuse me, I have a doctor's appointment. Hate to be the one to tell you this, but you have stage 4 cancer. Stage? Okay, this next part is super weird. So Yasmin like runs away from band practice because of her stage fright and bumps into this guy named Dylan. And I'll just let this scene play for you guys.
Honey, what's where you're going? Are you blind? Hello?
No, but I'm deaf.
What?
I'm deaf.
You don't sound deaf.
Well, you don't look ignorant, but I guess you can't judge a book, right?
Okay, first off, she looks genuinely petrified that she just encountered a deaf guy. Also, what an absolutely out-of-pocket thing to say to someone.
You don't sound deaf.
Wild. You don't look blind. The brats go for lunch and are confronted by Meredith about sitting together.
I have the seating charts right here.
But they hold strong in their commitment to their friendship together.
Thanks, but I think we'd rather sit together.
And then 1 minute later, they immediately throw all of that out the window.
Check out this radical theorem. You'll absolutely dig it.
Hey, Sasha! Come sit with us! I gotta go. Bye, guys.
Yo, Chloe! Girl, come check this out.
What the fuck? Hey, listen. We're gonna be friends forever. Okay, no one is gonna tear us apart. I'm with you to the very end. Through thick and thin. I'm not going anywhere. Curtis, come sit with us. Alright, see you later. And then the other annoying part is immediately after they're all like split up and shit. They're all like sad about it. They're all just like frowning at each other. Guys, if this is making you sad, don't do it. Just fucking sit with each other. What's the big deal? But anyways, there's a small montage of the friend group slowly starting to drift apart because they're also busy with their school activities. But like, they're lifelong best friends, so I assume this will blow over in just a couple weeks. 2 years. years. Yeah, they stopped talking for 2 years because they didn't eat lunch together once. Hey guys, sorry to break it to you, but I don't think you guys are really that close of friends if all it took was one lunch apart from each other for your entire group to crumble. So all the girls are now stuck in their respective cliques, except for Yasmin. She's kind of a loner now, probably because people found out how mean she was to that deaf guy. We got to a school assembly, and Meredith announces there will be a talent show in a few weeks, and the grand prize is a scholarship to the school of their choice.
Isn't that amazing?
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, because my high school didn't have any, like, class president, or maybe it did, I just wasn't paying attention, but I thought the student body president had to be a senior. If Meredith was the senior president 2 years ago, and is still the senior president now, I think she might be a little old to be the president, right? But hey, this does take place in America.
That was an intelligent joke.
We now cut back to Dylan. He's playing the piano in the music room, but gets frustrated because he can't hear very well. I don't know if you picked up on that. Pretty subtle.
I'm deaf.
And this is when the music teacher walks in.
Dylan, you've been holding out on it.
Huh?
All this time, I thought you were just some cool jock.
Okay, dude. All this time, I thought you were just some cool, swagged out jock. Turns out you're goated as well. So they have this big emotional discussion about Dylan missing music because he's deaf. I don't know if you know that, it's pretty subtle.
What are you talking about? I can't hear.
And then it cuts to the music teacher teaching Dylan how to like spin records while holding his hand to the speaker so he can feel the music, Beethoven style. And look, it is super cool that they tried to add a character like this and tried to tell a story that often doesn't get told in movies like this, especially back in 2007. But like, if you're gonna give us a deaf character, fucking give us a deaf character. And obviously, deafness, it's obviously on a spectrum like everything else. But the thing that just kind of bugs me is like, this character's entire arc revolves around him being deaf.
What are you talking about? I can't hear.
While also being able to read lips perfectly, which is like almost impossible to do. And he's also able to easily communicate with everybody around him with zero issues ever.
You want to learn a few tricks?
Yeah.
That doesn't give us anything like interesting. He's just another character who's like, oh yeah, but also I'm deaf. Like, I would have loved to see an actual deaf actor portray this dude who like needs to use sign language to communicate. That would have been awesome to see. I don't know, I feel like everything in this movie is just done halfway. Even with the main characters. A common criticism I've seen about this movie is that all the main Bratz characters have been whitewashed from their original character designs.
So for sure, they whitewashed the heck out of Yasmin in my opinion. I mean, they whitewashed all of the girls quite a bit, but Yasmin for sure. The beauty in the Bratz dolls is that they were so diverse. They tried to represent every race and background as best as they could. You had a black Bratz doll, you had a Hispanic, an Asian, and a white one.
Like the Jade character in the Bratz universe is Asian, but they made her half Asian in the movie. Yasmin is whitewashed as well in this movie, but I guess it's okay because the mariachi band.
Buenos dias!
And I've even seen criticism about Sasha's portrayal.
Sasha is dark skinned. Y'all see her? That is dark skin, okay? Not only was Sasha played by a light skinned woman, she was played by a biracial woman. Me and many other black girls growing up, we loved Sasha. We loved the fact that Sasha was dark skinned. We loved seeing a dark skinned girl be confident in who she was, and she owned it, okay?
Like, this movie had such a cool, unique opportunity to tell a bunch of interesting stories, but it just never even tried to do any of that, which is frustrating. But I digress. Okay guys, this next scene is pretty crazy. Meredith's dog makes Chloe spill her lunch on Jade, which causes her to spill on Sasha, which causes Sasha to spill on Yasmin. And look, I've seen enough teen movies to know where this is going. They're really running this school like a prison. The guards would be out here smacking these kids silly, dude. They'd be pepper spraying them and shit. Step your game up, Meredith. And also, why is she so happy in this scene? Her character's entire identity hinges on the school being controlled and organized. This is the opposite of what she would want. Also, fuck, sorry, I forgot there's one line before the food fight that's like my favorite line of the whole film.
Sasha! You stupid cheerleader! You did not just say that!
How dare thee call me a wizard? So the brats get blamed for the food fight,
I want to know who did this.
and they get sentenced to death. No, I'm kidding. Detention.
Detention.
They get detention. And yo, Chloe is absolutely posing back there. Holy shit, relax. They told her she had to serve time. All she heard was serve. So they all start arguing, and then Sasha hits Chloe with the fucking chirp of the century.
What are you talking about, Sasha? At least we don't buy our friends with our daddy's bank account. Only because you don't have a dad or a bank account.
Yeah, that'll stop you from posing real quick. So they all end up talking again and reminiscing about their old friendship.
We can be friends with each other and do our own thing, right?
Okay. How?
Jesus Christ, guys.
BFFs.
Okay, so that's all it took. Fucking one conversation with each other and you guys are friends again. Which is great for them, but like if I was Chloe, I'd be like, yo, Sasha, fuck you. I'm not your friend. You just said the meanest thing ever. Anyways, the brats are back, and Meredith is not happy.